Hello everyone, welcome back to Starfield. Today you find me outside of Ryujin. Because honestly, it's time I settle down and get a job. Right? Hello there, I'm here for my interview.
Hello there. Welcome to Ryujin Tower, the beating heart of Ryujin Industries. I'm Jupiter, the tower's secretary.
Well, my first day in New
something?
Atlantis, I signed up for a job interview. There was no time limit or time on it, so I figured I'd come now. But what is Ryujin Industries? What do you create?
We're the largest corporation in the Freestar Collective. We deal in everything from refreshments to starships. Oh, we're best known for our neuroamp technology. If you're curious about it, we have a selection on display at the Ryujin store near the back of the lobby. Is there anything else I can help you with?
Sounds good.
The public can visit our Tayo, Tranquility, and drone sales offices upstairs. All are worth visiting. The tower also serves as Ryujin's corporate headquarters and is home to our research and development team. But unfortunately, those areas are restricted.
Fair enough. Looking for an interview.
Wonderful. It's always nice to meet a potential coworker. Miss Salzo will be conducting your interview today. You'll find her office upstairs.
Thank you very much.
You'll find Miss Salzo's office on the operations floor. Just take the elevator at the back of the lobby. And don't forget to check out the Ryujin Industry store in the back of the lobby before you leave. No visit to Ryujin Tower is complete without a look at our patented neuroamp technology, after all.
When you have a few moments, there's something I'd like to
Sarah.
discuss. Thanks for taking time to chat. I
Really
need a friendly ear right about now. I received a message from Constellation, and it's given me a lot to think about.
Barrett's dead, so let's see what happens if I say this.
No.
Oh god,
I
you
wish it
like
was
me
that
joking about
simple.
dead man?
It's not from Barrett specifically. It's a line list of questions they need answered. Only I'm not there to answer them.
You seen these messages often?
No, it's the first time. But the fact that they're reaching out, well, it's given me a lot to think about.
Are they upset? Or are you upset?
You're not keeping me out here. I am. Just... Here, let me explain. Before I joined Constellation, I served for 8 years as the head of the Navigator Corps, until the UC decided to axe the department.
I assume that's like something to do with like searching and exploration like you do now?
It was a branch of the United Colonies Navy. A small fleet of ships outfitted for galactic exploration. Basically, a military version of Constellation.
Sounds cool.
Had we notched some significant achievements, I'd agree with you. You see, the top brass demanded press-worthy discoveries to justify the spending, and money was tight after the war. Shutdown was inevitable. At the end of the day, I was in charge, so the blame obviously fell on my shoulders.
I mean, that's all bureaucratic nonsense. That's exactly why I left it all behind.
Well, perhaps it was easy for you, but my obligations to the UC didn't allow me to simply pick up and leave. Sorry. I'm just... Things are tough for me right now, and I need you to listen. You once told me that you favored the journey over the destination. So I'm hoping you'll understand what I'm trying to say. I failed, because I was more concerned about exploring the stars than pushing a pencil.
Not even a single discovery?
That depends on your definition of significant. Discover a rare neutron star, and no one cares. But slap a picture of a kooky alien life form on SSNN, and suddenly you're a goddamn rock star. It's all about the propaganda. What gets the people excited. That's what the United Colonies was focused on at the time.
There are some battles you can't win.
That's just it, though. They left me to my own devices, and yet I somehow screwed everything up.
I mean, Constellation's been a great success.
Well, that brings us to this message now, doesn't it? Call it whatever you want. My drive, my initiative, my optimism. It's been my greatest strength and my worst nightmare. It elevates me to these positions of authority. But all I want to do is explore, not sit and make sure all the accounts are balanced.
Okay. Then why just resign and explore?
Oh, you have no idea how tempting that sounds. But then dumping everything I've worked so hard to achieve. It's like I've wasted another decade of my life. I can't do that. Ah, so frustrating.
Yeah, we'll figure it out.
Oh my god. I'm so sorry. Oh, here you are trying to help
That's you
me,
in a
and I'm
nutshell,
yelling
though.
at you. You have to understand. Once Aja retired, I lost the only person that gave a damn.
I guess I'm nobody.
Oh, of course you aren't. Just the fact that you took time to listen means a lot. Look, I've already taken up too much of your time, and honestly, I'm exhausted. But thank you for being there and listening. It helped. It really did.
Alright. Let's see what we can find here. I'm kind of curious as what we'll be finding. Maybe new side quests. Hello, Delia.
Hello.
Delia.
I hope you're having a nice day. Welcome to Tranquility, your new favorite spot to
Does
refresh and
Ryujin
escape
own
from the hustle and bustle
Tranquility?
of Neon. I'm Delilah. Please let me know if you need any help or product recommendations. Is this your first time visiting Ryujin Tower?
Ryujin owns Tranquility?
Yep, that's right. Ryujin has its fingers in all sorts of pies. I guess that's the best way to turn a profit. They don't have much to do with our day-to-day, though. As long as our customers are happy and we're making sales, that's all that matters.
I'm here for a job interview.
Oh, good luck. I hear they're kind of tough on newbies on the upper floors. I'll keep my fingers crossed for you. Feel free to stop by for a chat anytime. You seem like an interesting person, and small talk goes nicely with a good cup of
Okay,
tea.
you're not wrong. Fair enough. Are you from Neon?
No, I'm not. I'm from a small farming settlement in a nearby system. Funnily enough, the farms my community maintains supply some of Tranquility's tea leaves. I grew up watching the ships and traders come in from Neon, and wishing I could get on one and see the city for myself. It seemed like such a fascinating place.
And is it as you expected?
Not exactly. Everyone here is busy and stressed, and there's a lot of crime. The stories I grew up with made Neon seem like paradise, but it really isn't. I'm just happy to work for a company that puts smiles on people's faces. It seems like most people here could use one.
Do you ever miss home?
Sometimes, yeah. I didn't know anyone when I moved here, so I was really lonely. The town I'm from is tiny, so I knew almost everyone. It was a big change.
Are you here to stay though?
I don't know, honestly. I never really wanted to be a farmer, so there's not much waiting for me back home. But I can't see myself living in Neon.
Go to Killer or?
Maybe I'll get lucky and Tranquility will open a new office somewhere else. I'd be the first to sign up for a transfer.
Well, there's certainly no one else like here in systems.
That's probably for the best. I don't think the galaxy could handle more than one city
Yeah.
like this one.
What can you tell me about Tranquility?
Oh, Tranquility is the settled system's #1 tea brand. We have a tea for pretty much any occasion, in a variety of standard and unique blends. If you'd like more information, you should visit our sales office upstairs.
Okay.
Feeling like a nice cup of tea today,
Sure. You also sell coffee mugs. Sure. Okay, nothing too crazy here. The new Tranquility, the new coffee, sorry, yeah, be a different place, so. Got a bunch of Ryujin industry people. Ah, this must be the store, I assume. They sell weapons, like, right here? Okay.
You won't find better weapons than Neon.
Why are you
Ones I'm
selling guns here?
Hey, thanks for stopping by. The name's Ken. Let me know if you have any questions. I know these weapons like the back of my hand.
I'm pretty well versed combat myself.
Can't say I'm surprised. You have the look of someone with a steady hand, and they fire more smoothly than Laredo weapons. And they're not as bulky as Combatex models. You can't go wrong. What brings you to Ryujin?
I have an interview.
Oh, good luck. Hopefully they'll hire you, and we can stop listening to this non-stop audio ad.
What's a weapons dealer doing here?
Don't be so surprised. Ryujin Tower's got a little of everything. Besides, here at Arbron, our goal is to provide safety and protection for our customers. That's why we're the only brand to carry our very own non-lethal weapons, the Nova line. Of course, the Nova series uses an electrically charged ammunition that can effectively stun a humanoid target. It's not so useful when it comes to critters, but if you need to buy some time or get someone off your back, they'll do the trick.
You seem like the expert on this sort of stuff.
Well, I'd better be. I'm a Freestar Navy vet. Firearm expertise comes with the territory. I saw more than my share of action.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Those days are behind me, though. Now I prefer to stay behind the counter and let other
That
people
seems
do
completely
the
fair.
gunslinging.
What are you selling, though?
Sure.
Okay, so they've just got Nova Blast here. Although that does explain a lot. Why Nova Blast doesn't seem that overly... I mean, interesting. Don't I have a Nova Blast gun? And I use it to kill
Thanks for
people all the
stopping by.
time. I know, I have a big bang. Okay. I think I have had Nova Blast once before and didn't like it that much. Probably because it wasn't killing people, so... Yeah, that would explain why. I should try out this gun for a little bit. It's got great... It's got... Anyway. Alright, well, guess we keep going, keep exploring. No side quests yet, but we have met a couple of nice shopkeepers.
I can't wait for my next. Welcome to the Ryujin Industries product store. Looking for a NeuroAmp?
I assume that's what's on your head, right?
NeuroAmps are Ryujin Industries' signature product. They're small pieces of wearable tech that enhance some of the user's brain functions. Some of our best sellers can help with anything from focus and short-term memory
Can
to
I get one of
communication
these?
and
I've seen a few
confidence.
people wearing them. Have you tried one yourself?
Sure have. My NeuroAmp's the reason I got where I am. 6 months ago, I was barely motivated enough to hold a job scrubbing floors as a janitor at Ryujin Tower. But thanks to this nifty little thing, I feel more motivated than ever, and my social skills have really improved. I can talk to customers no problem now. Plus, I haven't lost my keys once since I started.
That sounds incredible. How would I benefit from?
That all depends on what you like to improve. If you're looking for a bit of a diplomatic edge, our Neurocom series is great.
That sounds very useful.
The NeuroBoost can help you gain that confidence you need to really stand your ground. And our NeuroTac series, Tac for Tactical, specializes in critical thinking.
Do a lot of people have NeuroAmps?
Of course. They're practically the foundation of what Ryujin was built on.
Sounds incredible.
It really is. Trust me, once you put one on, you'll never look back. Why don't you check out the shop? It's worth browsing even if you aren't looking to
honestly
buy.
want to buy it.
All of Ryujin Industries'
But
latest
wait,
and
are you saying
greatest
this whole
NeuroAmps.
game there's been another buff I could have been using this whole time?
Custodian, IT support, security. I've worked plenty of low-level jobs at Ryujin Tower and did pretty poorly at most of them. I'm sure they would have fired me ages ago if it weren't for Jupiter, the young lady at the front. She keeps pushing management to reassign me instead of letting me go. She's the one who convinced me to try out a NeuroAmp. I really owe her one. It's completely changed my life.
Let's see what you have for sale.
Have a look.
I would very much like a NeuroAmp. Alright. Aha, here they are. Okay, so we got Neuro Boost. Intimidation chance. Diplomacy chance. Neurocom. How have I never gotten these before? I'm clearly buying a NeuroAmp. I didn't know this was an option. Bloody... Okay, I'm gonna tell Para this. Okay. Para. Did you know there are things called NeuroAmps you can buy from Ryujin Towers that gives a blanket 15% to persuasion. I did not this whole fucking game. Okay. Thank you. Let's put this on. I didn't realize that was something that I could just wear. Okay. Bloop. And now I have a neuroamp. As simple as that. Damn. That's nice. Yeah, I might buy the other two as well. Because they don't seem to have any real weight or anything.
Welcome back. Plenty of good.
So I might as well buy the others as well. I buy the Neuro Boost. And the Neuro Attack. Ooh, I wonder if we're getting like...
See you next time.
You know, experimental ones if we join the company. And trying out their their stuff. Neuroamp mod. Neuroamp mod. Huh. You know, the fact that they've got all these things here, I feel like realistically using a neuroamp will probably help me get the job, right? Now let's pay attention to who has and hasn't gotten it. He doesn't. They all don't. I mean, they are pretty expensive, so I guess we'll see what happens. I hope this isn't some sort of like, you know, they can control me with them sort of thing. Alright, we'll go all the way up. We'll start with Teo and then work our way up. I mean, one to see if this...
Perhaps something you might be interested in.
Alright, so we've got Teo, engineering.
Be careful out there. Neon never sleeps.
Everyone who's anyone has a
Ooh, Tails, sales computer. Teo needs you. Looking for raw resources? No one's looking for raw resources. Speak with Vern Sobacon. Okay, so I can join Teo as well.
Bio vessels certainly look impressive, but it's what's inside the engine
Yeah, I'll
room
talk
that
to
really counts.
next. Let's want to explore first.
Nobody's gonna try anything here.
You've made the best
Oh wow.
decision.
I wonder what Miss Ulrich will come up
They
with
have like
next.
they have little places you can walk in and see what the product looks like. Oh, this is a great showroom. They actually have like samples.
No ship's better in the
Oh, this is great. Wow. New Dolphin coming up, one of our best sellers. Alright.
I just can't decide.
Hi, would you...
People spend their whole
Oh, I love your
lives
hair.
dreaming of flying a sleek, sexy
Ah.
spaceship.
I know.
And I get to make that happen. Tayo brings out the very best
Oh,
in people.
your sales pitch is really, really lovely.
Space should be more than just getting from place to place.
I agree.
It should be full of color, excitement, and full of features
I
you never
know!
even knew you needed. Tayo ships are like traveling in living
Wow.
art.
They must have real style.
I know, right? Are you ready to make your dreams
Depends.
come true?
Do you come with the car? No, kidding.
The founders of Tayo were visionaries that looked at the star yards around and saw a tremendous opportunity. Neon has a life, a beat of its own, and that excitement that life
Okay.
is missing. So they worked on making ships that really sung, had a joy to them, something special. Now Tayo is the jewel
That sounds
of
pretty
Neon.
great. Let me view your selection.
Excellent. If you decide to buy, we'll have your new ship all polished up. You won't regret your purchase.
Oof, let's have a look at these. So they've got the Hammerhead. Not bad, not bad. They've got the Falcon. Alright. The Orca. The Mako. The Sparrow. The Reef. Ooh. That looks like a lot of guns on it. That one looks very nice. Damn. The Dolphin. Ooh, and the narwhal. I like that they're all spacey themed. I like it quite a lot. I would, however.
Tire ships are
Let's see what you have, because I'd love to see some more of your ship stuff in... Alright, so you got shields. A lot of them. Fortress. And the Assurance 3000 series. What version do I have? I have 1190 3000 series. 1190. Honestly, this one seems better. Though it's regen, hull, crew capacity, max power. I don't actually mind that, no. 1125. 1450 and 6. Is the Vanguard one really better than the others? Huh. The Vanguard one might be the best. Let's just have a look here. So, C, 12, 10. Yeah, it's got a lot extra shield. Alright, well let's just delete this one and move. No. I just want to delete this and move this over to the spot. Very nice. Alright, let's see what else they have here. Let's see, reactor wise, they have a bunch of different reactors. That A one looks pretty nice. Now they've also got all the way to the fusors, which we have. So, 38. Okay. Let's just get one of these Nah, see. Nah, it's not the same. It does not generate enough energy. Alright, how about your halves? Oh yeah, Tato. They were the ones with all those lots of different ones, weren't they? It must make I was thinking they must make really big ships, but they didn't really, apparently. So, okay. Grav drives. Okay, fuel tanks. Engines. Most of the stuff here seems to be very familiar. Although that looks cool. Slayton Aerospace. Ooh. Okay, let's have a look at this one versus this one. So this is 21240. So this one's got more engine thrust. This one's got more maneuvering thrust. Engine health is lower. Okay. Apparently the value's a lot lower on those ones too, which is interesting. Hmm. 135. Okay, they've got a lot less mass. So what if I got rid of those and... Oopsies, sorry. What if I got rid of this and put this here? And got rid of this and put this here. Well, never mind. Oh. I see. So it's not that better or worse, although that one would be. Let's have a look at the SAL engine. So, the SAL engine, 1800, which is less. Maneuvering goes up by a lot. Mass is about the same. Okay, so no, I don't like that one. However, what would happen if I did replace both of these two side ones? Okay, it's got low mobility apparently. So no, lowering the maneuvering thrust wasn't useful. Although, what if I... Hold up. What if I use the SAL engines for this? Okay. So by changing out my engines to this sort of engine, my mass is down, my mobility is up, my light range is up, my shield is up. Okay, that just seems like a good deal. Very nice. So we don't actually need all those engines. We do not have much in the way of cargo holes here. Reactors obviously not much good. Okay. Habs not needed. Okay, so this is just where we're at, right? It should be said the gamma drive is better. Is at least more expensive. So what are you? You are a 340. You are a 300. Let's have a look at what this one is versus this one. So 11, 12. So less power, more gav thrust, more health, and it's weight lighter. It's a little bit heavier actually, but no, I think this one can be replaced with this. So let's boot that down. There we go. Very nice. So we're further cutting off the range. It's up there. Very nice. Very nice. Okay. All right. Honestly, how about the fuel? Let's have a look at the fuel, because this fuel is 650 for how much? 650 for 60. That's actually pretty good. Let's shove it on the back for a second here so we can pull out another fuel tank and put it in there. So they've only got these anyway. So you got 900 or the 900. So that one's already as good as it gets then. Gotcha. Not sure how I feel about those specific engines, but they seem to make the difference. Interesting that these ones require level 4 starship design, but these ones do not, despite being better in every way. Because that requires level 4, this does not, but it's higher and better in every way. I wonder if that's a overstate, like a misstate or a misdo. They put 22, 24, yeah, no, not nearly enough. Oh well. Actually 25, that is higher, but okay, let's compare this one. 135, yeah, no, not worth the extra mass, because we've got to actually use that mass somewhere. Alright, so I think this is a much nicer upgrade to our ship. Let's just put a little star, like a little window up there as well. Very nice. Anything else we can put in there? No. Alright, sounds good to me. Ah, what a lovely upgrade. Thank you, Veronica. You have honestly made my day. So, you wanna, I don't know, go out later? You know, you talk about ships design and hair care tips?
You ready to change your
Yes,
life?
I am. Let's go. Okay, somehow I don't think we were talking about the same thing. Alright, Veronica. It's fine. I'll remember you, Veronica. Thank you for changing my ship and thus changing my life.
You
I
ready
am,
to change
thank
your
you.
life?
Goodbye, Veronica.
What do you mean?
I love your you love your ship.
Crazy.
Okay, let's go see if we can help out Vern.
Unless I miss my mark, someone as interesting as you.
Okay, you
doesn't work
clearly
here.
haven't met Veronica.
Welcome to the office of the famed spacecraft engineer Dara Ulrich. Such as it is. Word of advice: walk carefully. Dara is in fine form today.
Why is Dara in a bad mood?
It is tough for anyone to live up to her example. Even Dara herself. She pioneered some really dazzling advances in modern space.
I love your ships, man.
And design. Things like seamless heat shielding with high-tech composites, to distributing power asynchronously to improve reactor yields. She's an unsung legend in the field. Really.
Yeah, sounds like it. Tell me about this place.
We do core spacecraft engineering here. Pure R&D. We're also supposed to be designing daring new customer-facing features. Things to get people revved up about our product lines. So, I see no harm in
go for
going
it, man.
easy
Honestly, you're
wins.
working.
Instead, we focus on always being on the cutting edge. And too often
Need
we come
any
up with
help?
nothing.
I think... Don't you approve what you're doing?
Dara would have us tilt at windmills forever. True, we actually succeed sometimes. And the feeling of that? Nothing like it. But there is no shame in going for the
Why not a little bit of
low-hanging
both?
fruit, as my professors called it.
I think people like Tayo because always seeing past the horizon.
Oh, dear Lord, don't let Dara hear you say that.
What's your current assignment?
Dara is taking a very hard look at thrusters.
I would actually
How they work.
very much like that,
how
yes.
They could improve. Bold stuff, and I must admit, if it bears fruit, well, captains would really benefit from it. But it's so easy to lose yourself chasing rabbits down the rabbit hole.
Do you like working here?
It changes minute by minute. I have 3 doctorates in spacecraft engineering and related fields. I push to be assigned here, and I've learned so much. But the working conditions
damn
leave
it.
something to be desired.
Well, let's go see if we can speak to Dara as well.
Dealing with Dara.
Honestly, I love your ships, Dara.
Yes, yes. Welcome to the
I
Tayo
feel
R&D
very
department.
welcomed.
I am this close to tendering my resignation. The absolutely relentless requirement for features, features, features. You cannot rush brilliance, ingenuity.
You're Dara Ulrich, one of the best starship designers in the galaxy. Wow.
Why, yes, that's right. Maybe this conversation isn't a lost cause. We're a bit on edge. A deadline approaches, and we are well behind. What we do here is explore where poetry meets engineering. When we do it right, the clouds part, and it's like the light of heaven. But the pain we go through to get there, well, it is hell.
Is there anything I can do? Let me know.
Unless you're hiding a doctorate diploma in spacecraft engineering on your person, I'm afraid not at all. But I've already vented to a complete stranger enough. Hello. I've already said that, didn't I?
How's Vern to work with?
What? The fancy boy? He has barely learned his letters, and they assign him to me. All he cares about are cheap thrills. A more ergonomic pilot seat? Really? We are building the future here, not cheap meat for press briefings.
Well, where are the other engineers?
In other offices, tackling different problems. We have a distributed model of development. Vern and I are working on core research, things that could be applied to all classes of spacecraft. We're done then.
Right, something you'd like me to do. I'm sure interesting prospects for you. I'm a secret senior recruiter at Stroud Eklund Shipyards, and we've been eyeing your career for some time. Although Miss Elbrick is a household name among starship engineers, few realize how important your role is at Tayo. Would you be interested in grabbing dinner sometime so I can talk to you about Stroud Eklund? We're growing and we want to spin up a new research group. We need a new leader. I mean, fair to be honest. Can we also take Veronica? let's go down to power generation first, 'cause that one feels a more important one.
Every Tayo innovation gets copied by the other Star Yards.
Alright. Not too bad. Let's see if there's any other notes around here. Actually, it'd be funny if both Dara and Vern were hired by Stroud Eklund. I'd be okay with that.
It's the engine upgrade.
I'll see you later, Veronica.
Just 3 more paychecks.
No ship's better in the settled systems.
I know.
It's a shame there wasn't actually a quest here, but there might be later, because they do work to erosion, so I'm guessing we'll go through and do that a few times. Alright, so Tranquility/drone.
I'm gonna feel
Oh, wow.
so much safer with one of those drone security robots.
Yeah, and the kids are going to love it.
That salesperson was really nervous. I hope
Don't
he
cause
got
any
all our
trouble.
Details right.
The woman who runs the front desk here is so nice.
Impressive. Tranquility appears to be doing quite well for themselves.
Yeah, I'd say
wouldn't you
so.
say?
Tranquility office has such
Hello.
a relaxing vibe.
Hello, my name's Christine. I'm the office manager
Nice to meet
here.
you.
What brings
Oh,
you in
you
today?
know, I'm here for a job interview.
Oh dear, I think you're on the wrong floor. Miss Solzo is conducting the interview. I'll keep my fingers crossed that you get the job. If you'd like to learn more about how our teas are made, you should speak with our blend master. Her name's Nancy. You'll find her in our office just behind you. And thanks for stopping by. Please let me know if there's anything I can do to make your visit more comfortable.
Well, could you give me some history into Tranquility?
I don't know too much about the history, only that the founding CEO, Dakota Seri, still holds their position today. I heard one of Ryujin's board of directors stumbled upon the original shop while on vacation and was instantly in love. Next thing they knew, Seri's small family business was part of a multi-billion credit corporation.
Is this Tranquility's main office?
Oh no, we're just a satellite office here at Ryujin Tower. Since we're a young addition to the corporate family, marketing and finance both thought it'd be beneficial to have a physical presence. So far, it's been really useful for our rapidly growing business.
Do you like working in Ryujin Tower?
I do, yes. Living in Neon is a dream come true for me, and this job is the icing on the cake. Tranquility takes excellent care of its employees.
You're not from Neon?
No, I'm not. I grew up in Aquila City. I always wanted to live near the ocean, so Volai Alpha seemed like the perfect place to move when I was old enough. Of course, back then I didn't realize the whole planet.
Yeah, so it does away with the whole
sunshine.
seaside place, huh? Okay, for some reason, Epic keeps popping up in front of my game, and I don't know why.
Thing about Neon, you know? This city flourishes against the odds, and that's what I love about it now.
Oh, that means Ryujin does well.
Oh, it certainly does. While Ryujin allows its subsidiaries a certain amount of independence, some policies are enforced. I heard the CEO is big on morale and personal investment, so she promotes competitive wages, ample time
Ah,
off,
that sounds
and
like a good
continued
thing.
education. It was a pleasure
Keep
talking
out
with
of my
you.
way.
Honestly,
keep out
though,
of
it does
yours.
feel like the companies really need to, like, I'd rather companies compete for who's the best rather than who's the worst.
It's hard not to be happy in a lovely place like this.
Hello.
I'm always looking for new and exotic flavors. If you need help with a blend, just
Your last name sounds familiar.
I am not surprised to hear that. There are a few Ellicotts floating around Ryujin Tower. My daughter Jupiter works at the front desk of the lobby, and my husband is an administrative
I
assistant
met your
on
daughter.
the executive floor. Stop and say hello to Jupiter next
I
time
did,
you're passing
don't
her
worry.
desk, will you?
Oh,
Most
she's
reporters walk
lovely.
Right by her, and I think she gets
She's
a little
lovely.
bored.
Tranquility Products manufacture you?
Oh, goodness, no. Neon had long since run out of room by the time Ryujin acquired us. Plus, with an environment like this, it's more cost efficient to
Makes
process
sense.
tea where it's grown.
How long have you worked here?
I want to say it's been 8 years or so now. I'm one of the few who came to this location after the acquisition. And good thing I did.
Aw.
Otherwise, I never would have met my husband.
Oh,
Thomas.
good for you.
I'm responsible for monitoring our product's quality to make sure every cup of tea that we deliver is perfect. I'm also the lucky soul who gets to come up with new blends for Tranquility to produce and sell. It's the best part of my job. Are you looking to buy any tea today? I'm happy to make a recommendation.
I would love. What's your favorite?
It is difficult to pick. I think I'm the most proud of the Dynastic Blend green tea. The flavor profile is elegant and refined without any of the bitterness and... Oh gosh. Listen to me going on. I'll spare you.
How about if I wasn't feeling well?
Oh, well, our lemon tea is excellent for sore throats. My daughter tells me it helps with headaches too.
What if I wanted to get some energy?
I'd recommend our Sunray tea, our Dynastic Blend, or our black teas. Our office administrator swears by the Sunray tea. She insists it's better than Terra Brew for a jolt of energy in the morning.
What about relaxation?
I'd recommend our chamomile, lotus, and easy sleep teas. My husband drinks a cup of easy sleep every night, and it's worked wonders for his insomnia. Thanks for visiting.
Honestly, you seem charming. You got a secret elevator that goes somewhere. Got some chunks.
It always smells so
Got a bunch of people working. Do we have any evidence?
I've got my eye on you.
The best part of this job is all the free tea samples.
Oh.
Hello there. Oh, it's always nice.
I don't actually usually drink tea, but interesting.
I start
We
every
put
day with
the
a cup of our Dynastic Blend.
S in mast. Okay. There. Hello.
Welcome to Tranquility.
Thank you. I feel very welcomed.
I wonder if the Tranquility and drone employees get along.
Alright, so. Ooh, out of order.
Check out the drone show.
Ominous. But there is definitely something back there, so maybe we get to go there later.
I've never seen a drone robot perform this.
Alright. Ooh, we've got a door here. Seems to go somewhere. Upstairs. No. Ooh, hello. Hi.
Don't wander into any
I
restricted
don't know if I am or not, but hello. Oh, cool. I mean, if this isn't a restricted area, like, what is? Oh, you've got your own stolen items locker. You've got your own jail cell. It's got Terra Brew in it. Oh, that's hilarious. They don't even give you the good tea to people who've been bad teas. Okay. Got a bathroom up here. Very nice, very nice. Hello.
Keep out of my way, and I'll keep out of
I'm just
yours.
exploring.
Don't
I think we might be on the executive level now. So I might go back down, talk to Drone some more.
This intel could blow a whole operation out of the water.
A gala at the New Atlanta's Freestar Embassy. That'd be a good way to gather intel.
Damn, I wanted to read what the slate said.
Imogen and Yuko run a tight ship.
Aww. This almost seems like a spy agency.
I'm a little busy right now.
I better do this right.
But you know what? They've all got their own little desktop fans to help with cooling them down. And I'm guessing it'll be also air conditioned as well. They've all got their own cubicles that can clearly be like closed up. Or at least are made with some form of assume sound dampening stuff there.
I hope I can wrap up this next assignment quick.
The Razor Ball tournament starts tonight.
Let's go back downstairs. 'Cause I have a feeling this is the operations level.
I can't imagine being forced to spend my days doing menial work in an office like this instead of exploring the stars on the
I mean, I've
bridge of
literally explored every
spacecraft.
single planet, Sarah. So, what more do you want me to do? Oh, what? Floor is inaccessible. What's that even mean? Hold up. That's weird.
Don't wander into any restricted areas.
There are a lot of cool
Ooh, I
models
can't wait to
on
see them.
display
Thank you.
inside. Hello there. Thanks for visiting the drone offices at Ryujin Tower. Can I
Oh,
help you
not
find something?
particularly.
Oh, by the way, I'm Bobby. Robert. Sorry, I should have introduced myself when you walked up. I'm still adjusting to this whole office manager.
Ah, it's fine, mate. Don't worry. Your job?
Yeah. First week.
Well, it's nice to meet you.
Yeah, likewise. Thanks for stopping by today. Anyway, take a look around the office if you want. It's open to the public. Everybody's pretty busy, so I'd appreciate it if you didn't disturb them too much. Oh, and thank you for visiting Ryujin Tower. Enjoy
Lovely.
your day.
What do you guys make? Oh.
Robots. Mainly industrial models for helping out on
Uh-huh.
ships and at spaceports. Maybe you've seen our most
I
popular
have
line,
actually,
the
yes.
Minibots. We have models on display throughout the office. Feel free to have a look.
Does drone stand for anything?
I hate to say it, but your guess is as good as mine. The rumor is the caps are just a marketing tactic. Catch attention, get people talking.
Yeah, that's fair.
Guess it works.
Still adjusting though, huh?
Yeah, I'll say. This wasn't even the job they hired me for. I was supposed to be working at Tranquility across the hall as an
Wow.
administrative assistant. It's just my luck that after I'd been in training for a measly 2 weeks, the office admin for Drone had to go and retire. It was totally unexpected. Apparently, he went up to the executive floor one day and never came back to his desk. We were told he quit and just walked out.
Isn't that a pretty big leap?
Oh, yeah. I used to be an office manager for my old job, but that position wasn't customer facing. I applied for the admin assistant because the pay was almost just as good and be a hell of a lot less stress. Guess that plan backfired.
You don't think something bad happened to it, do you?
Yeah, I do. I think he retired out of the blue after 10 years and left me to clean up his mess. That jerk didn't even write down his computer's password. IT was down here for hours the other day trying to get me access. You'd think something like that should only take a few minutes.
Yeah. You're not happy to transfer?
No, not really. I mean, have you been to the Tranquility office? The whole place smells like a warm cup of tea, and the staff is beyond friendly. Everybody at Drone is so serious. You barely even get a good morning out of most
That's
of the
fair.
employees here.
Yeah, you'll get the hang of it.
Oh, really? Thanks for the vote of confidence.
You'll be
Needed it.
fine.
Thank you for visiting Drone.
Alright.
Keep out of my way,
So
and
got
I'll
some
keep out of
security.
yours.
Ooh, drone demo. One demo program. Okay.
Oh, I wish some of these robots were within Constellation's budget. They'd be an immense help to our operation.
Aw, look at them make a little buzzing sound. Aw, very cute. Oh. Aw.
These drone robots are always so efficient.
I've got my eye.
There's only one company that does everything, every one thing. Like, there's not that many competitors when it comes to some of this tech. Like, technically, shouldn't there be a second brand of robot vacuums?
The bosses don't appreciate our hard wheel work down here.
No way I'm getting all this done.
Don't wander into any
He said the office was open for everyone, so I'm just exploring. I gotta say, there isn't much in drone, apparently. Still, they have a decent enough setup. Plenty of room for every employee. Yeah, I could see it's still fair enough in comparison to some places I've seen. Alright, Now, just so I know who not to talk to. Ooh.
Welcome to Ryujin Industries. Can I help you?
Hello.
You must be one of the candidates that Imogen
Correct.
Salzo
I
is
applied like
interviewing today.
5 months ago.
Her office is down the hallway to my left. Take another left at the conference room. Follow it around to the right and up a small flight of stairs. Then take a left and keep heading that way until you see her office. Sounds like a maze, right? So if you want me to walk you back there or have any questions, just let me know.
I do have some questions.
And hopefully I have some answers.
How are the interviews going?
Between you and me, I think Imogene is about done with the whole process. You won't believe the people we've been getting. I heard the hiring algorithm Yuko made approved all applicants. And of course Yuko bailed when interview time hit. It's technically her job. And Imogene is furious.
What can you tell me about Imogen?
Imogen Salzo is my idol. She's ruthless, but still knows how to behave around everyday people, if you know what I mean. She's probably next in line to take over for Ularu Chen, head of operations here, which would be a godsend considering Chen has no filter and loves to speak her mind. No one loves brutal honesty
Depends.
that
I'd be
much.
fine. What do you guys do?
Oh, wow. You're serious? Well, Ryujin is the tech industry leader in the settled systems, mostly known for neuroamps, which exploded on the scene about 15 years ago. Other than that, our products include operating systems, security,
you're basically
various
Microsoft.
quality of life improvements for the home.
Or Google.
We're like a full package. If you really want more info, I'd recommend reading up at one of the kiosks. They've got this company's entire history listed. At least the history they want you to know.
I think I'm ready for the interview.
Good. Let's not keep Imogene waiting too long. And the offer still stands if you need someone to...
I should be fine.
Oh, guess we're done here.
Don't cause any trouble.
Alright, let's have a little walk around. Well, this is we've got
Imogen and Yuka run a tight
nice
ship
little
around.
break room, always good. Oh, plenty of. Okay, looks like they mostly eat chunks, but and they do have kitchen facilities if you needed to. I mean, a world of chunks, would you really need to, right? Like, chunks seem pretty great.
Don't cause any trouble.
Alright, then we've got an office over here. Hello.
Welcome. If you're looking for Imogene's office, it's down the hall.
That's all good, I'm just looking around for a moment.
This intel could blow a whole operation out of the water.
Interesting. This is not the same floor we were in before, I don't think anyway.
Keep out of my way and I'll
Ryujin
keep out of yours.
Industries mission board. Oh, is this going to be my office? It's got a mission board in it. Feels like this might be my office, or at least someone I'm actually going to be reporting to.
I hope you're more prepared than the last one. Have a seat. And your friend can wait outside. I'm sure they understand.
When they ask for your greatest strength, tell them you lack empathy for your clients. That will make you a front runner for a megacorp.
All right, just to
Hello.
get a few things straight here. I'm Imogen Salzo, Senior Operations Specialist
interesting
here
that
at
she's not
Ryujin
even using a
Industries.
neuroamp.
I don't normally do this, but my counterpart Yuko is indisposed at the moment, so
Okay.
here I am. We're looking for someone to fill an entry-level
Yeah, that sounds
administrative
about reasonable.
position. Apparently, our algorithm has failed us and believes you to be a decent match, which I'll take up with our technicians later. So, let's get this over with. Why do you want to work for Ryujin
Well, I'd
Industries?
like to, Neurio's revolutionary. I want to be part of what's next. I joined the hire the best and brightest, so here I am.
A pretty knowledgeable answer for someone who claimed to have no familiarity with Ryujin and our product lines. You're either a bit too modest or smart enough to put in a little research
Either
before
or.
coming here. Oh, and only one of those qualities is of any use. I assume you know which one. This next one should be interesting, considering you marked having 0 experience. Why do you consider yourself qualified for a job like this?
Since then, I have learnt a lot more. I can wheel deal with the best of them.
Negotiation. Now there's a true corporate skill, and one that can take you further than most. Of course, it helps having knowledge about the business you're working for, but I trust you'll be a fast learner. How motivated are you to
Have you seen how many levels I've got? I'm going above and beyond.
All in, huh? At least that's an attitude we can work with here. And finally, my last question. If you worked here for 5 years, what role would you see yourself in?
Honestly, I want to be in R&D.
Well, you've certainly come to the right place for that. Considering your education, I'm sure you could reasonably find a place in that department. I
what I said last time.
So look, since there's a million other things I'd rather be doing than this, not to mention that this isn't even my job, you're hired. On a probationary period? First order. There's a meeting starting soon, and I need you to pick up the coffee order at Terra Brew. Fairly easy.
You know, I've dealt with the Terramorph problems before, but I've never dealt with the...
Tell them you're here for Imogene Salzo, and you should get served right away.
Okay. Should be said, I've, It's weird that you want Terra Brew. No offense.
What is it?
It's okay, I literally have the ability... It's okay. I literally have the ability to run of superhuman speeds and run for an awfully long time. Alright, this looks like I'm gonna have a problem with the oxygen supply anyway, so we should be alright.
I see you wearing that.
You are the best, and you deserve real. Enjoy your cup.
Hello.
Right now.
Pardon? Thanks for choosing Terra. There's a line here.
Oh, the Ryujin order. You must be new. What happened to Tomo? Did he finally get that promote?
I got fired is what happened. And this is the soulless suit that got to replace me.
Tomo, I'm sorry. I know how hard you were working for that promotion.
4 years behind a desk, getting coffee, kissing up to that high and mighty Ularu Chen, just to get replaced.
You know, you're talking to a Class 1 citizen who saved the world, saved the universe, and a ranger, right?
You don't even know your own boss's boss? Ularu is Ryujin's head of operations, or resident shark, if you ask me.
Yep.
If she smells blood in the water, you're dead.
What happened?
Who knows? I looked at someone wrong. The coffee wasn't hot. They didn't even have the decency to tell me. They just had security escort me out of the building, like some criminal.
Hey, all I did was respond to an ad.
Hearing that ad should have been the first sign they were gonna get rid of me. I bet Ularu was just waiting for the moment to hire you. And now that I've been terminated, it's only a matter of time before they send you after me. So I'm taking matters into my own hands. Believe me, it's either you or me.
No one's been sent to terminate anyone. Now, why don't you just calm down? Before someone accidentally gets hurt.
Hold on. Let's talk about this.
You want to talk? I'll tell you what. You get one chance to prove you deserve this job. Change my mind, and I'll walk away. Fail, and I think you know
that guy in the
where this is
background
headed.
was particularly shocked. I mean, I'm highly trained. You attack me, you die.
Can't be that good. Not yet.
I mean, you don't even know me. I'm not your enemy. I am this job fair and square.
I don't care what you say.
I know you'd help me if you could.
I'm glad you understand.
I'd say come around to my point of view.
I'm trying to be... Look, at some point, Ularu really will send you after me. Just promise me you'll remember this. That when I came after you, I gave you the chance to talk me down.
Why would I be the one they send?
Let's just say Ryujin doesn't like losing. Chen fired me, and now she's gonna see me as a liability. And that's why it's just a matter of time before our paths cross again. Okay? And when they do, I'm just hoping you'll listen to me.
What the
Like I
heck
listened to
is
you.
going on with that lady's...
You're either one of the few good people in Neon, or you already know a thing or two about leverage. Just don't make me regret this.
I'm going to hold you to that promise.
Oh, did I not pick up the order? Oops. That would have been awkward. Sorry, I almost forgot the actual coffee.
Hey, no worries on anyone calling security here. Take it from me, Ryujin will handle any drama that may come from this. You'll want to be sure to report it.
How would you handle it, though?
Ryujin has connections everywhere.
Ugh.
Even Benjamin Bayer. You know, the very man that runs Neon. They're practically untouchable around you. Just getting in with them, you're setting yourself up for life. Well, provided you don't get fired first, of course.
What can you tell me about that guy?
Tomo had been Ryujin's errand boy for some time now. Lots of ambition. Dying to get up that food chain, if you know what I mean. He always seemed really nice, so a stunt like that? I never saw it coming.
Alright, still need to pick up the order.
Yes, of course. Oh, and please let Mr. Cho know that we did have the recommended maintenance done. I triple-checked the grind myself, and a mistake like that will never
what happened? Oh well, doesn't matter. I mean, how many people will literally run backwards and forwards and shoot around on a jetpack? Clearly not everyone. I feel like I'm definitely doing my part here, right? All right, got my coffee. And what horrible thing's gonna happen that makes this become more than just a coffee errand? Hello there, friend.
I hope that coffee is still hot considering the time it took you to get it. You either need to learn this city or how to deal with distractions. So.
It's personal. What happened again?
Personal. Huh. I suppose that's one way to put it. I know that Tomo Higashi, an ex-employee of ours, accosted you at the Terra Brew. And before you get any ideas, no, the barista didn't sell you out. Ryujin has enough connections in Neon that an incident like this would never slip by. Deception aside, some of us are impressed by how you handled the situation and would like to try you out in a different role at the
game
company.
promoted already.
And since Yuko isn't here to object, your new position starts right now. So, congratulations. You've been promoted. Not bad for your first day, right?
Talking through it was the right way to handle the situation. I'm proud of you.
Talk about new position.
Let me explain. I'm promoting you to junior operative. The position is a bit more complicated and
Ignoring the fact I've
completely
got someone
confidential.
behind me.
Your main duty is to add influence when necessary to ensure success of the business.
That
Any
sounds
questions
perfect for
so
me,
far?
actually. Yeah.
In any case where a threat to success is established, one of us is sent out to create a more
Talk to them,
desired
shoot
outcome.
them, whichever.
This may be through a conversation or presenting some new information. It's all very situational.
That sounds
as
like a
you'll
great
soon
idea.
Well, it depends on the job, really. If someone can't be persuaded with words, perhaps a more forceful
Oh, you want me to
approach
kill
is
for you?
necessary.
I don't kill people for free.
Like any good corporation, we consider what we do here to
Also,
be
I love
a
your
trade
outfit. Can I
secret.
get one?
If others knew and could mimic our actions, it would take away
Yeah,
our
I'm good.
edge. Really? Well, this transition may be easier than I thought. Now, let's get that coffee delivered. I'll gladly take mine. And since Yuko's still a no-show, feel free to keep hers. The other recipients are eagerly waiting for you in the conference room. Yeah.
I'll get to meet everyone. Let's do so. Oh, wow. Hello. I met some of you before, I think. Hello.
Ah, coffee. You'd think we'd want to support our own subsidiary and get tranquility more often.
I did wonder about
Terra
that.
Brew it is.
Maybe you should acquire Terra Brew.
Terra Brew would be a substantial purchase, but we fully intend to develop the Tranquility brand. Current projections are set to surpass Terra Brew within the next 5 years. Tea talk aside, allow me to introduce myself. I'm Lyndon Calderi, Chief Financial Officer. I'll be the one deducting expenses from your pay every time you manage to screw up, which hopefully won't be often.
Well, there goes my paycheck. My pay gets reduced every time I make mistakes.
Yes, mistakes are often costly and involve substantial cleanup, both literally and figuratively. Law enforcement, witnesses, evidence, everything has its cost.
Yeah, I won't screw up.
We'll see. We've yet to have an operative with a perfect record. This introduction was not annoying. I hope our future encounters are as
Nice
productive.
to meet you, Lyndon. All right. Hello, Genevieve.
Just what I needed. Imogene said she hired someone new. I'm Genevieve, head of marketing.
I mean, I
and
feel like
public
we're not going to be that great of friends, but you're... yeah, Ryosian actually must be easy here. Not to manage. So you're the one keeping Grosjean in good public school graces.
Me and an entire department at my back. Anyway, it's good to put a face to the new operative. The only question now is how much work are you going to be?
I think it means she gonna have to cover up for me.
Cleanup, of course. Journalists are pretty quick at putting 2 and 2 together, and I get the pleasure of making sure those connections are never made. Or, if they are...
Okay, so I've got a whole PR team basically making sure that what I do doesn't end up being in the front page news. That sounds great.
Yeah, that's what they all say. Just know that one screw up for you means a lot of overtime and
That's
sleepless
okay, you
nights
have
for
no
me and my
idea
team.
how much persuasion I've got.
So, any precautions you can take will be greatly appreciated.
In fact, do I have any more skill points? No, I do not, because I just put one more into scanning. Though I might want to put a little bit more so I can get manipulation, because apparently that also does something. And again, I've got a lot more to do. More... Yeah, more diplomacy might be a good idea. Because I do use diplomacy quite a lot. But yeah, God, it's got so many levels to go to. Hello, Alexis.
Coffee, finally. Well,
Hey,
let's
bud.
have a look at you.
Hope you like what you see.
That depends on your actions going forward. I'm Alexis Price, head of
Oh,
the
God.
legal department here, and I'll be direct. Any legal troubles you cause as an operative, witnesses getting
So I
arrested,
have multiple
are my
departments underneath me.
So steer clear of
Sounds
law
good to me.
enforcement. We may have connections with Administrator Bayou and the Freestar.
Uh-oh.
Rangers, but they
Why
aren't
is it
the ones
doing that? Okay, weird.
refer to
Something's popping up over my screen. Don't know what. Did I press the button to get the auto click going? I don't think so. What connection do you have with the Freestar Rangers?
For one, our connections with Bayou automatically grant us a slight connection with the Rangers. He has some amount of influence with his seat on the council.
God damn
of
it.
Governors. But our strongest connection is local, with Ranger Price.
Yeah, I know him.
Yes, you have quite the history with the Freestar
I am a
Rangers
ranger.
yourself. Which is why I hope you won't be an issue.
I'm a ghost.
Good. Then we should get along just fine.
Alright, Camden, I think we've met before, haven't we? Weren't you the guy that was down the show floor?
So, fetching coffee one minute,
Yeah, I know,
junior
right?
operative the next. Camden Cho, supply chain
I
manager
guess I met
for
you
Ryujin.
before.
We won't work together much, but as part of the same department, hopefully
Yeah.
I'll be seeing you around.
Definitely. Look, Marissa said she triple checked the grind herself.
Ah, so she remembered. Not that I expect much out of Terrabrew coffee, but hey, I suspected their grinder was on its last leg. Anyway,
Thank you.
welcome to the team. Oh, and just a heads up, people in your position don't typically see the brighter side of Ryujin Industries. But rest assured, this is a great company, and the work we do goes
I hope
toward
so.
benefiting millions.
How does Ryujin benefit millions?
Well, neuroamps for one. They aid in mental illness,
Obviously, I
confidence
could do with
boosting, and
neuroamps.
focus.
Neuroamp.
Drone robots for maintenance and security, tranquility for relaxation,
And
Arbor
non-lethal
for
protection, too.
Your work only helps us improve and expand upon these products that so many people love
Cool.
and benefit from.
What's the bright side?
I get your point, but if anything, take comfort in knowing that you're the one deciding the methods behind your assignments. Not only that, but corporate espionage is the norm. Ryujin just handles it better than most. Competitor operatives have done far worse
fair
to
enough.
accomplish less.
I'll keep that in mind.
Please do. It's easy to get wrapped up in the bad if that's all you see. Of course, you'll be forming your
Thank
own
you.
opinions as you go. Just keep an open mind. Oh,
Thanks, mate.
and thanks for the coffee.
Good to meet you all. Honestly, they seem like a lovely bunch of people. Except for this lady. She doesn't seem to trust me. Marking lady seems nice enough. She's behind my back. I'm doing that. The guy who wants to dock my pay. Have questions there. That's okay.
There's always work to be done.
Hello.
Faces.
I hope you
I
enjoyed your
did.
little meet and greet. I thought you'd like to know the execs who you'll be impacting while on the
Indeed.
job.
Their theme was don't get caught.
That doesn't surprise me. Now that you've met a few of the execs, let's get you started. We've reason to believe that our friends at Kelt Corp are trying to hack into our R&D server, since we're both competing for a contract right now.
Keltor must be desperate.
Hardly. This is the standard run-of-the-mill tactic we've come to expect from them. We can't allow them to win the contract, nor can we allow the action to go unpunished. I'll be giving you a data slate with a file that you'll need to upload
Sounds
to
good.
one of their computers.
A bit trivial. What's in data state?
Think of it as a lesson that Kelt Corp gets to learn the
Yep, consider
hard
it done.
way. Remember, this is confidential. We can't have anyone at Kelt Corp getting suspicious. When all is said and done, it should be as if you were never there. Here's the data slate.
Okay.
Good luck.
So basically, I'm going there to install a virus on their computer. I mean, seems completely reasonable, to be honest. Well, let's go to Kelt Corp. I was just talking to Jupiter, and I accidentally got a persuasion check here.
Look, this is sensitive stuff.
I will look back at this and laugh when we're arguing about.
I can see that.
I should work it out.
I hear you. But fine. You clearly are getting close with the bosses, so you'll find out one way or another. It's a cutthroat world on the executive floor. I wouldn't put it past most of the higher-ups to sabotage our rivals. Or each other, for that matter. I'd prefer to leave it at that. I like this
Fair
job,
enough.
and I want to keep it.
Alright,
Thank you for
let's go to
visiting
Kelt Corp.
Ryujin Tower.
We just got another mission here for someone called Hamza. Okay. How are we still finding some of this?
Out of my face.
Alright, so realistically, I must say that they won't know we're working for Ryujin yet, so it should be a fairly easy one this time around.
If Benjamin
And
Bay's ego was as
we came in here before, so in fact I actually helped them out.
Thank you again for your help.
You're welcome.
With Sabaro.
I'm glad I ended up at KeltCorp. Miss McKenna treats her employees like family.
In fact, I even hacked a few of these computers in the first place. Alright, let's see here. So we'll save first, and then... Alright. Boop. Or not. Okay. Guess we'll do that. And that. And that. And that. And we'll get in here. And we'll upload the program. Okay. No problem. Not a problem at all. Let's go back to Region. See what our boss thinks about our job.
You, when you have a moment.
Oh, never mind. Oh, you have something for me, so...
You've got something for me? Yes.
Lovely. Alright, I'm not sure where you're going to get any more of those if we're still around here, but okay. Sure. Let's go. Alright, here we are again. Back in Region. Hello.
Well, look who survived their first assignment.
Nope, no incident.
Not a single setback. Huh. I knew you were going to be perfect for this job. If you recall, setbacks mean a lot of things for a lot of people. Payoffs, cover stories, cleanup crews.
I do.
You get my drift. The cleaner your work, the more intact your payments stay. I'm sure you understand.
Yeah, I get it.
Exactly. In the meantime, I'll make sure that slate is properly disposed of. So, now that we know you're capable of handling some light cyber mischief, let's try your hand at
Sounds good.
Framing.
I don't recall arts and crafts in the job description, but...
And I'd argue that arts and crafts is exactly what we do here, just on a much higher level. One of our subsidiaries, Arboron, is currently competing for a contract against Laredo. Now, the buyer likes to keep their associations clean, and will be sending a representative to Laredo in Aquila City for an evaluation. We just need you to visit their office first and accidentally leave behind some incriminating evidence against their company.
Where do I need to leave it?
The inspection will be similar to an audit. These things are usually pretty thorough. Filing cabinets, desks. I trust you can be smart about it. Good. This one should be easy to pull off. Laredo has their own building, unlike Keltcorp, so at least there's only a single layer of security to deal with. Here's the slate we need you to plant. It holds confidential files that'll cast the perfect negative light on our friends at Laredo. Now, get going.
Strangely, plausibly easy. Not sure where we're going with this, but okay, let's go. Now,
not exactly New Atlantis, eh?
It should be said, I feel a little bit iffy about this one. I actually like Kelp Court 2, to be honest, but that was revenge, right? This one is just flat out, we're doing something bad to Laredo. So, not sure how I feel about this one, but oh well. Because, I mean, this lady's been relatively nice to me, and she's a real straight shooter, if you get what I mean. Let's joke about the accuracy of their guns.
Miss Lance is the one you want to speak to.
Actually, yes, she is. Hello.
Aquila is one of the oldest cities in the settled system.
I'm pleased you chose to.
Are you though?
Here's what I have in stock.
I just like to buy a bunch more of your bullets. You know me. I come here quite regularly. Nothing suspicious about me being here at all.
I'm listening.
If you need help, Miss Lance is just downstairs.
Well, we've already brought it in here once before as well, to be honest, so this should be no problem. Nice door. I just love the design you got in here. There we go, and there we go, and there we go. Alright. Might also do my best to go and see if there's anything new on this computer as well. Wouldn't be the first time I've been here. Okay. No problem. Honestly, after this, they're going to put a lot more corporate security in most of these buildings, so... I'll go out to the gun range so it looks a little bit less suspicious about what we just did. Alright, back to revision, I suppose. Alright, here we go again. Hello then, ma'am.
I was hoping you'd show up soon. Is it
Yep,
done?
all set.
Don't get too comfortable. Those who do usually don't last long in this field. Now, I think it's time to examine a different set of skills.
Am I legally allowed some sort of break?
We expect our employees to
Oh,
self-manage
that's never gonna
when
happen.
it comes to breaks. I recommend taking a moment whenever you feel that stress may be getting the better of you. Just be mindful of your time. This job requires a clear head.
Okay. I think I've more than proven myself by now.
It's a decent start, but we'll see. Your next assignment is to find the security chief and use some creative thinking to obtain their security keycard. And when I say creative, I don't mean with a weapon. Either look the part and be persuasive,
I actually
or
haven't gotten
be quick with your hands.
that yet, but you're stifling my creativity. Any suggestions?
A security chief isn't going to give the time of day to just anybody. A nice
got
suit
one.
should do the trick. Or, who knows? Some operatives are known to have a security guard uniform or two in their closet they can rely on. Just be careful. Getting caught could mean a mess, and cleanup isn't cheap. We just need some easy access to competitor security. Sometimes obtaining a legitimate form of access is preferred over brute
Makes sense,
forcing
but you're stifling my creativity.
No corporation wears murder well around here. We may take some extreme measures, but the less mess, the better. Now, if you need to find yourself a hobby outside of work to do that, feel free. Just don't let anyone here know about it. I'm sure you'll be able to get that key card without incident. Just remember, if anything does happen, it's up to you to bail
I had a
yourself
the
out.
whole lawyer thing. Okay, fair enough. Well, I guess we'll continue on our way.
There's
Oh
something I
boy,
need to
Sarah.
talk to you about.
Right in the middle of mission? Ah, sure.
I have an important personal decision to make, but I need to discuss something with you first.
What's up?
Phew, thank you. So,
the beginning would help.
Start. Before I was with the Navigator Corps, I was career military, part of the United Colonies Navy. When the Colony War broke out, I was posted as the chief navigator on a warship.
I think we've been there before.
The Dauntless. Well, the position didn't last long. There was a particularly bloody battle. We were fighting over a world in the Eta Cassiopeia system. Worst fighting I'd ever seen. We lost 12 ships that day. 12. Including my own.
Yeesh. Why Cassiopeia?
Economic reasons. Several of the worlds in the Cassiopeia system were mineral rich. Both sides wanted to drop refinery outposts on the surface to bolster their supply.
You don't need to continue if it's too difficult.
No. This is important. I need to tell you this. The ship was barely intact. The captain and first mate died the previous day, which put me in command. A shrewd captain would have called for the crew to abandon ship, but I was so angry. I wanted to stay. I needed to fight.
I know what I would have done.
Well, I didn't have the luxury of
God,
indecision.
everything you say to Sarah, she gets angry with you.
We fought for hours, but the damage was fatal. I gave the order to abandon ship, and the crew piled into the escape shuttle. As the shuttle launched, I could see it was damaged. I heard screams before the radio
you
cut.
killed your entire crew.
The last thing I saw, they were spiraling helplessly towards the planet's surface. There was nothing I could do.
Dauntless was too far gone?
The ship barely had enough power for comms and life support. All I could do was watch them die.
Why weren't you on the shuttle?
It was my duty as acting captain to be the last person to leave the Dauntless. We had more than one escape shuttle available. So, I elected to wait until they were...
So you were the only one who got free because of this fact. Fascinating.
Thank you. But condolences can't reverse what I've done. I was caught up in the moment. An inexperienced captain making rash decisions that cost people their lives.
I mean, it doesn't really sound like your fault.
Try telling
Okay,
that
let's
to
go.
their loved ones.
Quest starts.
When the dust settled, the United Colonies gave me a medal. Can you believe that? A damn medal. I never even had a chance to find the shuttle wreckage and give my crew a proper burial.
How'd you get off?
After I checked every section of the ship for wounded crew, I took the other escape shuttle. If I hadn't, I would have died. The Dauntless came apart minutes after I escaped.
You can't blame yourself for what amounts to bad luck.
Bad luck? That sounds familiar. You once told me, no matter how hard you fight, there are some battles you simply can't win.
I like how the characters remember that stuff and actually say it back to you.
Don't you get it? Everything I do, everything I touch, somehow.
And yet you trust it's a microbe.
That's why I'm worried about...
You can't get removed.
All this nonsense, and you still have
always
faith,
do.
eh? You really care about me, don't you?
Nothing can get away with our friendship.
I feel exactly the same way. Phew. I didn't think that
Have
would
you
be
being
so
a bitch,
draining.
which has happened multiple times.
Thank you for being there, for listening to me when I needed it the most. I'll never forget this.
And yet, you still said I was anti-science, you piece of... Okay, I'm not gonna let it get me down. Let's go do some corporate espionage like a good boy. Well, good day, sir. I'm here to take one security card, please.
Now move it. Something
Yes,
I
I'm
can do
looking for a
you?
security card.
That is a pretty huge favor, especially coming
Really? You
from
don't know
someone
me?
I don't even know. If it's an emergency, it sounds like you need to make time for those
Look,
details.
we'll come to something saying.
I thought I made myself clear.
I understand confidentiality, but it needs a card. I can't understand why.
Just because you look...
I'm not... I wouldn't be asking if it wasn't important.
Maybe I can make an exception.
Look, I'll weigh you down eventually. Save yourself a headache and give it to me.
You're welcome to just get out of...
Because honestly, that was bad luck. I went for the easy one, and still lost multiple times. Which honestly makes sense. I am asking her for a security card. Not exactly the world's greatest thing. Maybe that's what I meant by needing a suit. Like, I feel like the suit is persuasion chance up, right?
My mother wanted me to be a
I
doctor.
could just bribe her, though, I guess.
You need help with something? Sorry, but that's not... Still. think you're under the wrong.
You...
What did I do to deserve
Okay.
this?
Wouldn't be asking if it was important.
I hear you.
Okay, fine.
I think we can work. Fine. The key is yours. Just remember to bring it back, or I'm reporting you. You guard that key card with your life, got it? Just that, and it's both our jobs on the line. The big deal.
Oh, wow. Got some pretty good gunsing around here. Now, before I do go, maybe there's a better way around this. There might be another key card somewhere. I have a lot of harvest organs. Excuse me for a second. Mmm. Delicious. Alright. Let's go upstairs and see if there's another way we can get this, because I like the idea I have to return this key card.
Quit minimize the witnesses, for God's sake.
You, like the uniform?
Oh.
I used to fear the
That's
man.
it.
I am the man now.
This uniform.
Oh,
just itches.
Ogle.
Like the new dates?
True.
The strikers are done,
Another
but
shift
we're
for
family, now and forever.
Riggs. Andrea.
So you will never
Save
forget.
up enough, and I may get
I
my
see
own
that most of
ship.
these people as people I know.
I don't like the look of you.
That's nice. Thank you for the organs.
Don't forget to return that keycard, or it's my ass. Get it?
I just realized when something has 0 weight, 0 mass, 0 value, they don't usually care about you doing that. Alright. I mean, I don't know if they will want it back.
Be quick if you can. I don't want to get caught with my pants down, if you know what I mean.
Alright, we'll go see if they actually do want it this way. But, yeah.
If the gangs can keep.
Alright, well, let's see if this loaner card's enough for them.
Hey there. Now we're talking. I think you're ready to kick things up a notch, and your timing couldn't be
Okay,
better.
didn't seem to care. It did cost me more than I got, but anyway.
We'll soon find out, won't we? This next assignment requires a bit more discretion for 2 reasons. First, you'll be dealing with high-level executives, and second, you'll be in the Astra Lounge here in Neon. Discretion and the trade tower in Neon don't exactly go hand in hand.
When it comes to influencing people, I'm the best you got.
I figured you could put those negotiation skills you mentioned to good use. Our techs failed to uncover a potential deal between Infinity Ltd. And Quantum Synergies. Your job is to make sure that deal fails.
What are they exactly?
Infinity Ltd. Is one of our aspiring competitors. They have products in several similar fields, ships and neuroamps being the exception. Quantum Synergies specializes in ship operating software. We don't consider them a major competitor since their product line is so narrow. If the two are meeting to work out a contract, that tells us Infinity must be looking to get into the ship business. And we'd like to delay that, if we can.
Alright, sounds good.
That's what we're hoping for. You'll be speaking with Quantum Synergy's Executive Director, Zola Adisa, and their financial manager, Arthur Cruz. I'll be giving you a dossier on both. I strongly suggest you read them for talking points. Just as long as you don't sound like you're reading out of a book. The Infinity Ltd. Rep is Nina Hart. I'll also be giving you an altered version of her presentation to swap out with the original. We've changed several figures, just enough to cause sufficient confusion throughout their meeting.
That'll make them look pretty... How do we get access to swap their presentation?
If it's not on her person, it will be in the suite she has reserved. Suites are patrolled, so she'll believe it's secure. If you can't manage to get her room key or deal with the door itself, try Boone Morgan, the manager. Boone appreciates credits.
Bribery,
if you know
gotcha.
What I mean. We got lucky on that one. Nina was making some last-minute changes to it at her own home and happened to save it to her personal data storage. Of course, we were able to access it, so we fabricated our own with new figures and put it on an Infinity LTD slate. Assuming she's using an Infinity LTD slate is a bit of a gamble, but one
Makes
we're willing
sense.
to take. Exactly. And that incompetence will be enough for them to further question this deal. Finally, I recommend dressing appropriately, so I've taken the liberty of having a suit made for you. We need absolute discretion on this one. I don't want any SSNN broadcasts about murder in the Astral Lounge. Business executives aren't going to take advice from just show up looking like an Ebside street rat or mercenary for hire, and you're lucky if they'll even acknowledge you. Just don't let that confidence give you a false sense of security.
Okay. Let's read these items then. So we've got the presentation, which you can't read. We've got a fitted business suit, which, okay, sure. I like my bird suit more, but okay. Alright, so let's just take a little picture of both of these for later. And we'll see. So, Dahlia Odessa, mother, retired CFO. M.I. Odessa's sister, public relations at Centauri Mills. Narcissist, appreciation for professionalism, drawn towards innovation, enjoys being part of something new. Quality is key, strong dislike being associated with anything less. Infinity Ltd is a cheap version of Ryogen Industries. Infinity is a follower, not a leader when it comes to innovation. Infinity lacks clear vision and consistent reorganization. Praise quantum synergies if the opportunity is presented. Okay. Now the other one, he's no relationships. He is a self-made man. He's charismatic and friendly, enjoys talking to people. Stickler for facts and details, driven credits and how to increase his accounts. Financial security is everything. If any profits are fabricated, one audit would ruin them. Reusion's projects profits are 25.7% higher and produce high-quality products. Infinity's marketing team can't compare with Reusion's. Reusion's Industries provides financial security. Okay. Sure. Well, I read it now, so let's go. Alright, we come back to the Astral Lounge again. Hopefully not going to get our parents killed. Our first person's right here.
Hi.
I probably talked to him before since I talked to everyone else around here. Hello.
Someone came dressed to impress. Here on business or just
Yeah,
out to escape? Well, consider me intrigued.
Give Infinity Ltd. That sounds risky.
Risky, you say? By all means, enlighten.
I mean, Infinity Ltd. is a cheat. Oh no. Okay, so we're talking to Zola right now. So these are the ones we were given. Alright, so let's go with Infinity's cheap version of Ryogen Industries.
Cheap is a word quantum synergy should never be associated with. I believed our team had thoroughly researched Infinity, but your comment gives me pause. A surprising conversation, and one I would never expect from someone such as yourself. I suppose the old saying, never judge a book by its cover, is appropriate here. It seems I have quite a bit to reconsider now. So it looks like the pleasure aspect of my trip needs to be postponed. Thank you for the
Okay. That was a little bit too easy, but okay. Maybe my negotiation lowers the amount required or something. Because that wasn't a normal persuasion check. It was a persuasion check after we received a thingy check. So, you know. Hello there.
All these years, and Bayou hasn't let this place slip a single notch. The man knows
You know
how
who
to
else
run
knows
a
how
business.
to run a business?
Well, I take that as a compliment. Coming from someone as well dressed as yourself, you've either got great taste or great connections, maybe even both. Tell me, you don't happen to work for Infinity Ltd, do you?
Oh, no, and I'd hate anyone to think so.
Got something against Infinity, I take it. I'd love to hear your reasons why.
Infinity's profits are fabricated. One audit would ruin them.
That's an awfully big claim to make. You'd have to have some inside details on their operation. However, it does match some of my own research that I've been conducting into their finances.
To compare, Ryushins. That sounds way too much. Infinity spends most of their... What was in a red?
It is a little excessive, even compared to their competitors. I won't say it doesn't make me nervous. Look, it was nice meeting you, and I quite enjoyed our little talk. But it sounds like I need to take another look at some data before I head into this presentation of theirs. See you around, and maybe next time I'll be doing business with you.
Oh, wouldn't that be funny? Oof, okay. Hello there.
Cause any trouble?
No trouble, no trouble at all. Alright. I kind of wish I knew what would happen. I kind of wish I could watch this go down, but I guess not. That is not the way of the corporate espionage. Of the spy. Honestly though, these haven't been too hard, but I'm guessing that's just because I'm pretty new to this. However, it would have been a perfect mission to start off with if I wanted to up my persuasion. Because we've had so many persuasion checks, we've been great. I went back to the tower and hope we don't get accosted by a guard about returning their security pad. Maybe she's forgotten who I am. I'm going to change back into my more fitting, my more comfortable suit. There we go. Much better. So it does have a lower persuasion chance. Shit. Fine, I'll keep the fitted business suit on. Though it's clearly a Ryusian made. Alright, back to the grind. Okay, there's one thing I want to do before we go much further. I'd like to explore the rest. Because clearly there was still more to this floor that I completely missed out on. I want to see what else is here. So I'm going to go up here. I'm now an employee, right? So I should be able to get around pretty easily. And I'm sure this does lead to where we need to go, but I want to meet everyone else down here first. There's a whole room over here.
Don't cause any trouble.
I'd hate to be on Miss Salzo's bad side.
So this is where we came in. We saw all the people working here. And then, okay. So that was what it was from the side. Gotcha. Makes sense. Is there anyone else we haven't seen yet?
I've got my eye on you.
Imogene told me she hired another operative. Welcome to the team.
What's it like having Imogene as boss?
It's great, as far as I'm concerned. I have a lot of respect.
You are actually using the NeuroRamp technology.
She's not afraid to take what she wants. And hates paperwork as much as I do. But what I like the most, she trusts us to get things done. None of that micromanaging crap. I can't speak for what every operative does. People tend to keep their cards close to the chest.
That's why it felt like a spy agency.
But me personally, I'm a field agent. I specialize in gathering intel that our techs can't get, especially blackmail material on high-profile clients. Most assignments take me to the Astro Lounge or Paradiso. It's an incredible job. Great perks, too. I spend most of my time undercover living in luxury.
That sounds a lot better than I've got at the moment, so.
I'm headed into the field again soon. Wish me luck.
I better do this.
Again, I'm nothing if not quick.
Hey there. I hope we're keeping you busy. Supply chain manager. R&D request, but almost technically, everyone in operations is dedicated to supplying the other departments with whatever they need. You operatives, field agents, and technicians alike supply information, or get results that our executives use every day to make things happen. I'm just on the more legit side of things. Or the boring side, as some might call it. I wouldn't be here if I didn't. When it comes to benefiting the lives of employees and customers, Ryujin's as good as it gets. It's the corporate gains that I could do without.
What games are you talking about?
My parents raised me to believe in hard, honest work. Ryujin has more than its fair share of hard workers. It's the honesty that's questionable. I probably shouldn't get into the details. It's a sensitive topic, and I'd hate to muddy the waters since he just started.
You can trust me.
Oh, is that so?
Sure, we can work it out.
You might be right. Yeah, I hope. All right, fine. You'll learn all about this sooner or later, so why not now? Ryujin Industries has some deeply embedded ties
That's a shame.
to Administrator Bayu, so he has a somewhat profound influence in the corporation. One word from Bayu could get you hired or fired. I'm probably not even aware
if that
of
means
the
I can
amount
find
of
more
favors
evidence
owed
around
from
here
the
too.
But his influence is far from honest. If I had it my way, hard work is what would get you ahead here. Not the word of someone
Well,
who's
so
morally
far,
bankrupt.
I'm mostly getting ahead by hard work, so...
See you.
Understandable. Wait, what? Does this count as a hack they can see? Yes, it does.
Careful
I think I
not to
just
trip
did,
any
so give me a second here. Let's do that again. All right.
Back to work.
Back to work. Okay, so we've spoken to him. I mean, there's definitely some other ways around this place. Makes you wonder if I'm going to turn around and not be with them
I warned
soon.
people at
Oh yeah, gotta talk to this person again too. Okay. Also, I just noticed that's definitely not my room then. Not yet, anyway.
keep out of my way.
There's also a couple of rooms here which are inaccessible. There's a lot of people that we tried to talk to in that meeting that just aren't here. So what if they work on different floors? Or if they're maybe somewhere around here.
Imogen and Yuko run a tight ship around here.
None of these
I'm a
people
little busy
are.
right now.
I heard about your run-in with Tom.
Interesting. Well, I guess that's that. Let's go and are there any restricted areas for me? Like, honestly?
As technicians, we handle prep and post.
Hello.
Beginnings and
Well, that wasn't too bad.
Socializing, it was a piece of cake.
You're a natural. I'm not just saying that because I hired you. The Astral Lounge can be overwhelming for some, with all its bells and whistles. Tie that in with manipulating people who are the equivalent of their boss's boss, most junior-level ops would start to show their cracks. Overall, not bad for your first high-profile assignment. You even earned yourself a bonus, which Lyndon was more than happy to give.
That's exceptionally kind of you, Imogen.
Nice.
Don't tell me you forgot already. Also, if you ever want an honest opinion, they're honest to
Are
a
those
fault.
as common?
Only as common as the flawless assignments you pull off. No one wants to clean up a mess. It takes a toll on several departments, which is why we like to promote a clean assignment.
Thank you for those.
It's well deserved. Just keep making me look good, and there'll be more where that came from. But no rest for the weary at Ryujin. We've got a decent backlog of assignments, and they just keep coming. So, I hope you're still good to go. At least this next one will be a break from all the chatter. Well, that makes one of us. Your next assignment is to remind the competitor of their place in the corporate food chain. Some call it retaliation, but we like to think of it as tough love.
Is this like the Kelp Core assignment?
Not quite. When you uploaded that virus onto KeltCorp's network, that was a warning intended to slow down their internal productivity. KeltCorp suffered the effects of that silently, although I guarantee they endured some serious client complaints. This assignment is about making our target look completely negligent.
Okay, am I getting myself hurt or something?
Let's just say we don't tolerate theft or smear campaigns against us. If you want to steal in this industry, you better not get caught. And if you want to tarnish our good name,
So wish I
better
had
be
your
ready
suit,
for
not mine, but
repercussions.
okay. I'm ready.
Most corporations live and die by public perception. Trusted products lead to a good reputation, which leads to profits. And, like it or not, we're all here for the profits. Your assignment is to plant an ARC device. The ARC
good.
will allow us to frame our competitor for gross negligence and tank the public's
Wait, what
perception.
is an ARC device? It sounds like a bomb.
ARC stands for Assault,
Oh.
Reprogram, Corrupt. We think of it as a
Nice.
multi-tool of sorts. The ARC locates hard wiring and manipulates the information current being sent back and forth. Depending on the situation, it's designed to do all sorts of things, but inevitably, they all result in malfunction.
Sounds like sabotage too, yeah.
You can call it what you like, but most importantly,
Okay,
it's your
sounds
next
good.
assignment.
Gross negligence sounds like people get hurt.
You're not wrong. Believe me, we don't take these assignments lightly. They're also one of few that Masako herself needs to sign off on, and only our most trusted operatives receive them. You just need to plant the ARC and avoid detection. Our technicians will handle the rest, and they're instructed to avoid as
Okay.
much harm as possible.
Sure. Oh, it's Hope Tech. Pfft, no problems. I've already killed their CEO. How much worse can I make it for him? Okay, so back to Hope Tech. Been a while since we've been here, but given that last time we were here, we just casually killed the CEO. I don't think what we're doing now is any worse than what we did before. So you know.
Ron Hope certainly embodies the saying, spared no expense.
Indeed. Hello. Let's go out to explore the back, as I usually do. I've been here many times before, let's face it, so this isn't exactly confusing or surprising. I sure do love to check out these brand new ships. Ah, this is where I killed the CEO of your company. Ah, memories. A lovely new ship. I can see myself buying a Hope Tech ship. Hello.
Hi.
Good, how are you?
How you doing?
Hello. That's really quite obvious. Alright, cool. And we never really get to see what happens, I guess, so let's go. Okay. I mean, no one got hurt. We went in and out. No one even barely saw me, and it didn't even seem that strange to anyone there because I've already been there literally killing the CEO before. So, yeah, no problems. Not a single one. Hello there. The only downside is we can never see what happens after these missions.
Hey there. Got an up. Now I get to let the in-office team know that the ball is in. Depending on their instructions, they can use the remote access to do anything from equipment failure
it's
to
not many people in
massive
there anyway.
explosions. In the case of servers, it could be gross information leaks, a hardware
Alright, play it.
failure. Good work. Now I can let Masako know how much she'll enjoy watching the news tonight. Now, on
Sure.
to the next. Oh, but before I forget,
Oh, yay.
the results of your Astral Lounge escapades are in. I'm happy to say that the deal was officially called off. Masako was pretty happy about the results, so she arranged for
yay.
a small bonus through Linden. Won't buy you a new ship, but it's something.
How'd the presentation go?
My sources tell me it was a train wreck. Once her numbers didn't match up, Arthur was all over her with questions. It didn't take long for her to break composure, and that's when she lost Zola. So you could say that presentation went perfectly, as far as we're concerned. Hence the bonus.
Do I get a bigger bonus if I deal between Quantum Solace and Raijin goes through?
I wouldn't hold your breath on that one. Several other parties will be involved in that deal on a more legitimate level. And believe me,
I know,
bonuses
that's
like
two in a
this for
row.
operatives are few and far between.
You want results and I got them.
mention you scored big in the reliability department. It makes this next assignment seem a bit lackluster, but it still carries weight. In order to stay on top of the market, we have to know what our competition is doing. The next assignment requires a more brute force approach, since the chances of them sharing that information is unlikely.
Alright. Isn't Ryujin innovative on its own?
Oh, we definitely are. But why stay one step ahead when you can just leave the competition in the dust? We reverse engineer their plans, create a superior product, and beat them to market. We make the initial profit with less investment in R&D, and our competition is forced to reevaluate if their product is even viable. Correction. You are going to steal from them. Don't forget, if you get caught, Ryujin will deny all knowledge.
I sabotage the facility. It's classic hypocrisy.
Good. Your target
that's
is a prototype
fine.
schematic
I hate
for
the
a new
Trident guys.
Trident Luxury Lines is working on. According to the rumors, it's projected to be 17% more efficient than any engine on the market. The current schematic was sent to their star yard to begin prototyping, so they could be in the office area
I've already
or
been
the
there
factory
before, so
floor.
yeah, fair enough.
The star yard is a mix of sales floor and manufacturing. If you're looking to blend in, you've definitely got option. It's not too far, in Aquila's orbit, so hopefully your ships... You'll find the Trident Luxury Line star yard orbiting Aquila in the Cheyenne system. Remember,
Yep. All good. No problems here. Huh, Imogen's computer has a master lock. You know, what would stop me from sitting behind her desk and having a look at what's hidden behind that master lock? Damn it, we don't actually... We do. Okay. Now, we got that one, which won't really work. We got this one that will. There we go. I'm guessing it'll be that and that. And honestly, I think we're pretty set, yeah. It's a nice, easy one. Alright, announcements. Paid time off, policies, same as the other one, really. Pending approvals. Okay. Newly developed grab tech. Laser sight tech. Like a new security prototype. Okay. Quality reviews. April. High level treatment. Capable in taking multiple roles. Constantly demanding time for technicians. Dislikes paperwork. Resulting in consistently hate deadlines. Is this really a negative? No, it's not. Esteban. Strong self-infiltration. Very sex savvy. Not good with people at all. Sales at long-term infiltration. Always remains true to plan. Sales at long-term infiltration. Excellent last-minute infiltration. Very personal attachment. I wish I could see my review. Ooh. That one requires a password.
Never could get the hang of hacking.
Fascinating.
I prefer a more direct
Alright, let's go.
approach myself.
Let's go and go back to Trident, because quite frankly, I'm looking forward to screwing over them. That CEO with the velocity requirement. Ugh. Okay, strangely enough, it seemed like it was further away before based on the number of meters we had left to go, but yeah. So, honestly, the point about this mission is, though, which is interesting, is no one will even know I'm working for Ryujin if I do these jobs correctly, which is good. And honestly, any of the corporations could have hired me, but instead they sort of just mostly poo-pooed me. I did basically jobs for anyone who'd have me. So, the idea they were like, yeah, you're going to be our new corporate spy, honestly, good for them. But with level 4 stealth and level 4 infiltration, well, level 3 infiltration, don't need level 4.
Alright, let's cycle that airlock and get aboard.
Now, how far this one will go, I don't know. We need to obtain the schematic. They won't give it to us, but yeah.
Let me know if I can.
I did like her.
Let me know if
She
I
was
can
nice.
assist with anything else.
So let's not screw her job over.
Just making sure everyone.
I'm not certain why we're visiting this star yard. It's doubtful any of us have the credits to afford these overpriced vessels.
There's one option.
This is where the magic happens.
After
So how'd you like the velocity?
Do make it quick, Derek.
Oh my god. It was putrid. Simply putrid. The taste. The mouthfeel. Dear God, it was like swallowing slud. How anyone could enjoy that trash is simply beyond me. I suppose some people, no, most people, have no taste.
I must say,
Yes,
it is
yes,
quite
goodbye.
hilarious to think about that fact, because essentially, I'm happy that's the way that went down. Oh, that's a nice, easy door.
If that was locked, there must be something they don't want
Hey,
us
use your
to
research
find.
side for a second. I guess not. Nothing really good there. Anyway, just gonna look around. Don't mind me, don't mind me. I'm just having a look around, see if there's anything here. Ah, damn it. Oh god, these are novice locks too. Beautiful. Now let's see if we can just teleport straight back to Neon. Gotta say, these missions are relatively easy. I see why people would want to start in Neon. They could just start working at Ryujin from the get-go, and it'd be fairly reasonable. You know what they should do? They should have made the prototype become contraband, because it makes sense if the company was enough that they could be like, this has been stolen, keep an eye out for it, right? Or if the hacking job had been higher. I feel like a mod to improve Ryujin could also make it more difficult in that regards. Or maybe they could scale it based on level. But then again, just because I went all out in speechcraft and hacking doesn't mean most people would. So most people go for combat. But the fact that most people don't means this is probably the perfect mission for me. But anyway, it's all good. Let's continue on our way. Talk to my favorite receptionist. Hello there. That's fine, thank you.
Too busy. Come by for a chat whenever you feel like it.
This is welcome back.
Take
Take care.
through. Why not be? It takes nothing to be a friendly person. No effort on my back. Hello there.
Just the person I wanted to see.
Damn right I have.
You got that schematic?
What are your plans for it?
We'll have our research and development team take a look. If there's anything notable, we'll reverse engineer it, then recreate it with our own spin. And believe me, by the time our engineers are through, Trident won't even recognize it. And we aim to keep it that way. I need to deliver this to Vina so she can start the reverse engineering process. But first, Ularu wants to see you. I've upgraded your security level so you can access the executive.
It's a higher level?
Tell her assistant Maeve, you have an appointment. I won't be far behind, in case you
there's
get
a
lost.
whole floor. There's a floor I haven't been to before. Ooh, fun. I wonder if I'm about to get another promotion. Sarah, I could be about to get another promotion. Oh boy. 2 in my first day. This is amazing. Ooh, I can actually get R&D now too. Excuse me, sorry, I didn't actually notice I've got a bunch more stuff here now. I've got R&D floor. I'm gonna go talk to people in R&D as well. Hello there. Ooh.
Hang around too? Watch your fingers. Lots of
That's
dangerous
okay.
machines.
Hello. I've met you before, haven't I?
Hey there. Hey there.
You in charge of this? No, I'm not. I haven't actually. Okay. Hi.
Right. I'm Dr. Vina Kalra, head of research and development. I oversee everything that goes
You
on
don't
around
have
here,
neuramp
from
yourself.
neuramp development to weapon testing. Do me a favor and watch your step out there on the floor, okay? DeMarcus and the engineers work with a lot of
Fair.
dangerous equipment and chemicals. And as much as I'd love to test some of our experimental tech on human subjects, that
Yeah,
requires
makes sense.
special approval.
So this is where neuramps are made?
Designed and developed right here. Remarkable, aren't they? I wish I could have been Ray DeCaris the day
It is
she
pretty
first
crazy.
perfected the technology. She laid the groundwork that DeMarcus and I base all of our current designs on. Oh, DeMarcus is my chief engineer, by the way. He's the only person here who can keep up with me. But don't let him know that.
Hey, all good.
He'll go straight to his...
I
tell me
don't
you
actually.
know the name of Ryujin's founder. She developed the very first neuroamp just a few years later, laying the
Mondays, am I
foundation
right?
for this corporation. I had the honor of working under her a few short years before she retired and entrusted
Cool.
me with R&D. I'm always happy to chat about
Ooh,
my
you got
work.
an exercise ball here. I can't believe exercise balls are a product that exists in the far-flung future in the cell systems. Actually, it makes perfect sense. I'm gonna take your exercise ball out for a spin, okay? Just like literally, I'm spinning it around. Oh, no. All right, Sarah, let's get through the door. Sarah. This might be okay. Excuse me, Sarah. Good hustle, I guess. All right, let's see what else we got here.
Are you sure you're okay?
Keep out of my
What do
way,
we got over
and I'll
here?
keep out of yours.
There's a robot. Uh-oh.
I have to admit, I'm a bit jealous of Ryujin's gorgeous design aesthetic. Oh, perhaps I should have their architects renovate the
Yeah, I
lounge.
think so. Hello.
You want to chat? Find DeMarcus. He's always willing to talk some.
I will. Thank you. Oh, interesting. Looks like we're getting sense malfunction from our testing site. It's been a few weeks, no response. Comes after an overdue update, but expecting some technician to come look at it. I need some more kind. Could you add kind to so look deleted? Okay, so we've actually got another mission just by looking at that thing. Okay. Very nice, very nice. What we got here? We've got some stuff we can't steal. It's fine. All right. Oh, I do love this. There's a lot of cool stuff around. Hello. Is there a new one? I'd like to try it out. There is. Ooh. There's a safe. Well, waste not, what not. There it goes.
Easy,
Thank you.
money.
I appreciate the trauma pack. Thank you, thank you. Ooh. There's a second floor. Ooh, and a computer that's hidden locked. Interesting. Alright, we have a robot friend. Not that it matters because, you know, no one here is not our friend. But the fact that there is a robot here is a little bit interesting. Are we going to be fighting against Ryujin at some point? Because
I couldn't ask for a better boss than DeMarcus.
maybe I've
He
got a
must be the
chance to
smartest man in
betray them if I want to. What I particularly want to do at the moment, they don't seem... I mean, they seem just as evil as any other corporation. At the moment, they're giving me pretty good paying work, so...
Don't wander
I haven't done anything bad yet, so, you know. I mean, I have had to further, like, you know, screw over Hope Tech, which is hilarious.
Warning. Criminal activity in this area
Hello.
will be punished if you attempt to engage me in combat. I will be forced to detain you.
The specs they gave me for this job.
Alright, what do we have here?
Confusing.
Does Miss Cholera know you're wandering around up here?
The fact that the neuroamp can control and manipulate people against their will is disgusting. The device shouldn't be allowed to exist.
And yet, I'm very much enjoying using it, so...
You appear dehydrated. I have performed a cursory scan of your vital signs.
That's good, I'm glad. I'd tell Para that. I'm sure she'll be very excited to know that. Ooh, interesting. Looks like they've got a surgery bay here. Well, at least that will keep me alive. Only a test room keycard can unlocked. Wonder if I'll be doing a test later. Don't know.
Damn. Where the hell did I put that torch?
Wonder if I'm going to be doing some testing security, internal security.
Watch your hands.
Hello, Demetrius. Demarcus, sorry.
Watch your hands. Lots of delicate equipment around here. No, that'd be V. Excuse me. Lucky for her, I am her chief engineer. She has some very flawed opinions when it comes to engineering. She'd be lost without me. I'm just joking, don't worry. Vina and I are good friends. We joke like that a lot. But if you tell her I said that, I'm
It's like working for Ryujin R&D.
Honestly, it's a dream and an honor to work among someone, especially when Ryujin allows us so much freedom to pursue our ideas.
What's so controversial ideas you have?
Vina herself believes there's a positive application to any idea. Therefore,
Fair
anything
enough.
is worth pursuing. Ah, here to check up on us. I'm the chief engineer here, specializing in cybernetics. I'm one of the lucky folks
surprised
who
they
get
don't
to
have
be at the
neuroamps
forefront
for
of
like
neuroamp
raising
technology.
intelligence and such,
for the
like
neuroamps
helping you
themselves
think
downstairs
clearer,
in the lobby.
etc.
Or might
It's only for manipulation, which is an odd one.
Can't get anything done around here without running into red
That's the exact
tape.
opposite of what your boss just said.
We take a lot of pride in our work up here in R&D.
I don't think there's anything in there, but I wonder if we're gonna get locked in there at some point. I know. More importantly, I've got a computer going, so that's fine.
Please stand back. This unit is...
Alright.
Don't cause any trouble.
Executive officers time. Oh, very nice. Look at this.
This could be the most
That is an absolutely gorgeous statue. The craftsmanship.
What statue?
It's unparalleled.
Oh, that
I
one.
wonder if it was hand carved.
It's quite nice, yeah. But more importantly,
If you need to make an appointment with Miss... I see you have an appointment with Miss Chen. Just head up the 2 flights of stairs to my
there
left
are 2 things
and speak to
happening?
Maeve. Sure do. And I'm not interested in discussing it with you. I've kept this job for almost a decade by being tight-lipped, and that's not
your
going
last
to
name
change
sounds
now.
familiar.
I'm not the only Ellicott working in Ryujin Tower. My daughter Jupiter...
My parents are new guys.
So far away.
They're
I
here
hope
in
you
New
get to see them
Nia at
often.
the moment, to be honest.
Nancy and I were both thankful when Jupiter was hired. And this way, she's always just a quick walk
I need
away.
help find something.
I'm happy to help. The executive floor houses all of Ryujin's board members, with the
I've talked to
exception
her, yeah.
of Dr. Kalra, who's located in research.
Okay. I'm just going to explore. It's fine.
Thank you for stopping by.
Got my eye.
Why?
Ryujin CEO is no joke.
Stressful
I
experience
don't know
of
why
my
people
life.
have their eye on me. I'm lovely and charming. Makes sense that those desktop globes aren't the same. Ooh, you have a...
I'm glad we're making an
Hello.
effort in our appearance today. I see we have an operative who can appreciate a good suit.
Oh, I'm flattered.
Ah, yes. I suppose that could be taken as a compliment. In the effort of making small talk, I hope you're enjoying your newly gained position. Our operatives are quite the expense.
I mean, you haven't
but a
paid off
necessary
me.
one. You're proving to be quite the outlier.
I am perfection.
We have that in common. I believe I've met my social quota for the day. Perhaps we'll chat another time.
Like this guy. Completely fair.
I hate waiting. It's just more time to doubt myself.
Ooh, got a computer here that's unguarded. Wonder whose room this is. I got a safe here. Nothing wrong with a little bit of 10 XP, right? Alright, so. Boop. And boop. Oh shit, sorry. I did not realize there was a second one there. If I did, I wouldn't have used that. Sorry. Boop. Boop. Ooh.
Nicely done.
Thank you. Oh, 15, even better. Ooh, this must be the meeting room. They've got a bunch of best innovation, best design, more best innovation, best technology, best product. Ooh, best design of the year. Oh, that's a lovely trophy. Yes. We got a conference room. Yeah, quite a nice conference room too. Damn, everything here is state of the art, really. Oh, we got another person with safe here.
If
Hello,
only
Alexis.
there were hours in the day. Whatever you want.
How's Jalen
I
doing?
don't have time for it. Your guess is as good as mine. Jalen and I don't speak chore. It's always prompted by a special occasion or a tragic event of some sort. We aren't a close-knit family, unlike some who work here. And I'm under the impression we both prefer it that way. Busy is an understatement. Thanks to my predecessors, no. The user agreement for NeuroAmps is very clear. It stipulates that once activated, the user assumes complete responsibility for the hardware, its usage, and any risks that may come
Makes
with
sense.
using
It's,
such a device.
It literally helps cause fights, some of them. The instigator one. Like, you get what you're given on the tin, basically, right? Like, ooh. Nice. Hello there.
Are you lost? I'm going to have to ask you to leave.
Like to explore. You've got a master computer here. Ooh, you know how much I love hacking computers and getting 15 XP. You know what? Let's start with that, just to make sure we know what we're doing. Alright, looks like we've got another one over here. No, we do not. Okay, how about this? Yep, that'll do. And then this will do. There we go. And we can do, not that apparently. Nor that. Can we do this? Yes. However, that one won't be long enough. So, damn. Damn. Okay, that'll work. Now, this one should be relatively easy, I think. Or should it? No, actually, it may not be. Because we can't use that one as much as I'd like to. So I'd love to use that one, but then we can't get rid of these over here, which means let's... Okay, that one doesn't work. Uh-oh. Nope. Nope. Okay. That does. So let's do that. And now... Okay, not great. Like, none of these will work, will they? Uh-oh. I'm seeing we've made a mistake here. Okay. That one's got 1, 2, 3, 4. Which... Won't be enough for any of the ones we've got left. Although, there could be 2. No, it's not 2 because it'd have to go that way and that way, which is basically flat. So no. Let's just tab out and try again. Alright. Alright. Right. Now, that would be fine. As long as we can get the other one too. Which we can't. We could get this one. But then we can get the other one. So that's a no too. How about... No, that would definitely not work. I should have known that before. That also doesn't work. Now this may. And then this. Perfect. Okay. So we'll do... We can get this one going. Then we can do this. That's nice, easy second row. Perfect. Alright, I'm guessing this one could be the next way. Because then we can use another one of these. Much as I don't really want to overline them. Oh, at the moment we're good. Because we've got 2 of those single ones left. And we can just do this. And this. Alright, security alerts. Connected cell device. Access unsecure gateway. Unknown external connection. Ooh, okay, that's a little bit concerning. Okay. Taylor engineers may have access to aspects of R&D databases suggest Vina had a hand in. While I support our wish to share knowledge, we cannot allow competitors to use this backdoor. Okay. Well, surprisingly, nothing too crazy there, and I got 20 XP rather than 10, so honestly, I see that as a total victory.
Keep out of my way, and I'll keep out of yours.
They know how to make a client feel welcome up here.
Ooh, toilet. Oof. What a nice sink design. Move it up and down, you got the swing it up. Oh, and look at that big, broad sink. Very nice. Oof. And this toilet makes you feel like a king, I'm sure. Or queen, not one to judge. Or nondescript, non-binary, non-binary person who's also a monarch. All right. So that's the way. Hi.
Can I help you?
Name
an appointment.
I'm Al. I'm supposed to see Illusion.
Confirmed. Ularu is wrapping up a meeting with Genevieve. You can wait here or in the lobby area. I'll let you know when she's ready to see. I see Imogene Salso is supposed to be with you.
I'm right here, Maeve.
Good. It should just be a moment. Well, sooner than I thought.
Don't
Looks like
cause
Ularu's
any
ready
trouble.
now.
That didn't take long at all, actually.
Willing.
Don't
That
wander
leaves us
into any
with only
restricted
one
areas.
option.
God, Ularu. Is that always
Ooh,
your
she's got a
response?
gun.
I don't want another PR mess on my hands.
Yes, Viv, because you're too good at your job. Now, we can talk details later. My next appointment's here.
I've got my eye.
Fine. But you can break this news to Alexis at our next
Hello.
meeting. Look who's on the executive floor. Moving up, I see. The NeuroAmp campaign is always a delicate subject. I have a love-hate relationship with it due to how polarizing the technology can be for some. It's easy to get our target audience to buy in. But it's the naysayers that we really want to appeal to. And that's our biggest challenge.
What kind of work do us operas do for your team?
Cover stories, mostly. If an operative is caught or Ryujin involvement is suspected, we go into damage control. It's a lot of conversations and negotiations, working with witnesses, law enforcement, the press, not to mention preparing our own statements so we can quell any oncoming storms.
Makes
or at
sense.
least get ahead of them. Oh yeah. When Masako promoted me to head up marketing, I told her I wanted complete control
makes sense.
of all
Keep it all
public-facing
unified.
aspects. Being the brilliant mind that she is,
Makes sense.
she didn't even hesitate. Every facet of Ryujin's narrative is carefully crafted by me and my team, with plenty of help from operations, of course.
That's to intent to probably speak for you.
Good. You're finally here. The one I've
Hello.
been hearing so much about.
Ow.
I'm Ularu Chen, head of operations
Good to meet you.
here at Ryujin. So tell me,
It's a bit easier
what
for
do you think
yeah,
of your new
to be
job
honest.
so far? In that case, it sounds like our initial impression
Actually,
of
your
you
initial
is turning
impression was
out
I'd
to
be
be
useless, so.
Now, my dear Jeannie here says you've been through the basics of what we do and pulled off
You know it.
success every time.
5 successful standard assignments and 1 specialized.
And on top of all that, a
You know
flawless
it.
record. It's no wonder they love you up here. I happen to have a personal assignment that I'd like to send you on. One that involves meeting up with
Sounds good.
an outside contact. Jeannie seems to think you're more
Damn
than
right.
capable of handling it.
He's the best operative I've ever hired.
Let's not forget the only operative you've ever hired.
Which says
Meeting
something about
with
it, right?
outside contacts isn't always as straightforward as your past assignments. Some can be fickle or demanding, so you'll
Shoot him
need
in
to
the head.
decide how
Gotcha.
to handle them and what decisions to make on the fly.
I'm sure you make him see my way.
Good. Then you shouldn't have any trouble. Your contact is Simon Rychek. He claims to have information on a new project that Infinity
Ooh, sounds good.
Ltd is working on. He said it's a game changer that Ryujin would be especially interested in. So his asking price is the big thing to consider. Finance will reimburse up to 1,000 credits.
It's not very
so
much.
if you have negotiation skills, use them.
Anything specific I need to know about Simon?
Simon's been working with us for years, so he'll pose no threat to you. He's paranoid, which is why I assume he's never been caught. But his information is typically worth it. Now, in order to confirm your identity, Simon prefers code phrases. I'll let Jeannie give you the details on this one because the concept is just beneath me.
Simon is into sports, so he enjoys any opportunity to talk about them. At some point, he'll casually say, "Looks
I'm
like the
just gonna
Galactic
just
Raider."
put this here in for later. Fa la 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 la.
Are the #1 pick for the Universal
And
Championship
then
this year.
I'll say Razor Derby is the only real sport I need.
Oh my god, you corporate types never cease to amuse me. Now I feel like I'm trapped in some kind of spy thriller B movie.
What's Razor Derby?
According to Simon Rychek, it's the only real sport in the galaxy. But if you want a lesson in sports, just ask him. Movies
I
are
like
more
games.
my thing when it comes to
Didn't know if there are
entertainment.
games in this universe.
They're a batball team that sucks. They have about as much chance of winning the Universal Championship as Aurora does of going legal outside of Neon. Simon despises batball, though, which is why he crafted that response you
makes
give in
sense.
return.
Well, now we know what kind of taste
you.
our latest operative has.
It does make things a little more interesting. Luckily, he's not a huge stickler for it, but sometimes we like to give him a hard time.
Oh, I love
You'll need to travel
Sidonia.
to Sidonia to meet up with him. Just look for him above
I
the
know that
Lux
place.
condos in the plaza.
You spoke very highly of this one, Jeannie. Let's hope he doesn't make a liar out of you. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have some things to take care of.
Yeah, is this supposed to have a duck? We need to know if we can trust this lady or not. No, she does have several digipixels just sitting there. And a gun. EM gun, so that's a good sign, I guess. Got a computer. Which apparently
Do I
we can
look
just
like
use.
Imogene to you?
Ah, but it does have a hacking space, gotcha.
You want to talk?
Excuse
Fine,
me.
Jeannie.
Let me just I wish I could just hide behind this computer. Here we go, hidden. Okay. Nope. Okay, here we go. Honestly, hacking the computer in front of the person. Ooh, it's a master lock too. Ooh, okay. Boop. Boop. Do we have the next one? Yes, we do. So boop and boop. Okay, we got that. Do we have one more? Yes, we do. There we go. And ooh, I was gonna say like clockwork, but not like clockwork. Ooh. I believe a package of great importance belongs to you. Shall we arrange pickup? Okay. You directed right. The advanced Imogen and I both agree to recommend for termination due to the honors. So this is why Tomo did not have adequate supporting data for his last report. So he built a theory of hands-on observations he claims his experience. Okay, so that's why he was fired, sorry. Okay, getting some guns. Ooh, Neurotac Mark 4. We've only got Mark 3. We definitely want some Mark 4. Alright.
See what kind
We
of
literally
information
hacked the computer in front of the security officer's place.
Well, that wasn't too bad for your introduction.
She's like a bit of a bitch, really.
No one loves Ularu more than Ularu. She's smart. Climbed her way up to Chief
I'll do the same
Operations
thing, don't
Officer
worry.
all by herself. Of course, now she expects if she can do it, anyone can. So, her standards tend to be a bit over the top. Let me know if you have any questions, and enjoy your time in Sidonia.
I actually really love
It's
Sidonia,
certainly no
so,
neon.
you know.
For you? No. Only Ularu
You
calls
say
me
that, but if
It's
there's a
not up for
negotiation time, I'm going to press it.
Only that it's vastly different than... And don't worry about it being in UC territory. Simon's smart, so any physical information he may hand off to you won't set off any alarm. Just make sure your ship is clean before reaching Mars orbit. Remember, Aurora is illegal there, so if you have any on
I
you,
do Aurora.
it needs to stay here. I worked with Simon a lot in my time as a field op. He's a perpetually grumpy man, but I think he
Have I
just
met
likes
this
to
guy?
keep his distance. Getting close to people isn't a luxury he can afford in his line of work.
Alright.
Much like
I
ours.
probably met with him before. I'm happy for any excuse to go back to Sidonia, honestly. Alright. I think this might be the last mission we do in this particular episode, though. It has been fun working 9 for 5, though. A lot of running about, though. This episode took a lot longer to record than it actually has had in it. Which is interesting. So, as soon as I've done this and gotten the information, I think we'll end it there for now. They'd be mostly pretty easy missions, but granted, but it's probably just because of my choice of skills. I think they would be impossible if you didn't have proper persuasion.
Am I in your way? Sorry.
Oh wait, what? He's up here. You know, I've never actually been up here before. And I've been like all over. Wait, what? I mean, I did see this place, but I didn't think it was actually a place you get to. Huh. Hi.
Sidonia.
Amazing, I haven't seen you before.
Dump. You lost? Or just come to ask an out-of-work miner
The second
how
one.
his day's going? Yeah. I just wish Sidonia had a bit more to offer.
Let's get the
while I'm
miner's
trying
bar
to
down the
enjoy
bottom.
my unemployment. Not much in the way of entertainment. Speaking of, looks like the Galactic Raiders are the #1 pick for the Universal Championship this year.
Razor Derby is the only real sport.
You're damn right it is. I heard they were sending someone new. Nice to see you made it. I have information on a deal being proposed between Infinity Ltd and Deimos Star. It's my belief that your employers would be highly interested in the details. So I'm upping my price. It's steep, yes. But that is why I'm also offering
Ooh,
a
side
little
job,
side
huh?
job if you can't pay up.
Well, that's a bit of a steep price for the information. I think you're overreaching.
Surely that's negotiable. I mean, you have a good working relationship with Ryugen. Coming down the price maintains that.
I suppose I can't help
I
you
mean,
with that.
maybe quest me out. Now we're getting somewhere.
I'm still willing. All right, I'll lower the price, but that's my final offer.
Okay, tell me a side job.
You're going to like it. As you may guess, being an informant is
I can
not
imagine.
without its risks. I've heard there's a merc in Saturn's orbit who'd like to cross my name off her list.
Oh, you want me to kill someone?
Liskova. If you take her out and bring me her gun as proof, I'll consider my fee
sounds
to be
fine.
waived. Liskova has a sentimental attachment to that gun. Even named it Ember. She'd never just hand. It saved her life once or twice. Seems whenever it falls into enemy hands, it has a tendency to backfire or jam. She's a freelance mercenary. Used to work for Inception Technologies. But she likes her independence, so she went into business for herself. She specializes in killing for the right price. So before you get any second thoughts, you should think of it as doing the settled systems a favor.
Now wait a moment. I don't believe murdering bounty hunters was included with the corporate job description.
You're doing me a tremendous favor. Malai's ship is called the Datura. And like I said, you can find her in orbit around Set. Just remember to bring the gun back as proof.
Sarah doesn't seem too happy about it, but that's okay. Alright, I guess that's, with this little trip off the beaten path, we're no longer going to be working 9 to 5, for at least a little bit. I'd also like to see what that other quest was we picked up, around Neon before. So for now, I think we'll leave it at that. Rosion's been fun so far. A little bit basic, but I do like a chance to stretch my persuasion chops. Also, my level is really quite good at the moment, so that's good. So yeah, thank you for joining me. This is Starfield, and I'll leave you with Space Frog. Yeah. I like Space Frog. Have a lovely rest of your day, and I'll see you next time for more Starfield. Goodbye.